If you had to pick any black person, public figure, to lead the revolution, where on your list of, let me be reasonable, of 100 people, where would Roland Martin rank as a person to lead you?
I want to be respectful, Roland Martin, but I'm gonna say not high.
Give me a number. Don't pussyfoot it. We chewing the fat, ain't we? What's better than Roland Martin right now?
Whoa! Okay.
You know, we're supposed to be chewing the fat.
Damn.
What's the number,
Nice,
Smooth?
slow. Welcome to Chew the Fat. I am your host, Smooth, and today, we got one for you. We have a very special guest with us today. I almost want to introduce myself, but we're not going to do that because, as you know, on the Chew the Fat with Smooth show, we allow our guests to introduce themselves.
Chew the Fat family, it is yours truly, the Mohawk and real talk and living fully business bully Dave Anderson, out here doing what I do, snapping necks and cashing checks. Woo! Author of The Real Black Agenda, my 22nd consecutive bestseller. And Smooth, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
I want to know a little bit about you, right? Like, where'd you grow up? How did you come to this? Start wherever you like.
I was born by the river. No. In all seriousness, bro, that's true. I had a mom and a dad.
You had a two-parent household.
I had a two-parent household starting off.
Good
My parents divorced when I was 3, but they remained very, very close.
Okay.
I wasn't one of those people that never saw his dad. I was with my dad every other weekend. My father was in law enforcement, so sometimes he would, go off and do his law enforcement thing. But I was very happy in the fact that I had very involved parents. I had, my stepfather, God rest his soul, and my mom was a teacher. My daddy was a cop. My stepfather was a teacher. I have an older brother. God rest his soul. I grew up poor. I wasn't born with no silver spoon in my mouth.
Okay.
My family started in the Richard Allen projects. I live in, as a kid, I lived in the Germantown Mountain Area section of the city. I went to Martin Luther King High School, which was designated the worst high school in America. Joe Clark, for whom Lean On Me is based, they bought him in, and he was like, I can't do nothing with y'all but tell y'all to keep the faith.
Damn, he was even,
We ran off Joe Clark.
Y'all ran off.
You smoke crack, don't you? Y'all doing too much up in here. Gotta get out of here. I'm moving expeditiously. You can tell the mayor and the school board to go
Y'all
ahead.
was more hood than Brick City then.
Yes,
what
sir.
you're trying to say.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, because I grew up in Brick City, and that where the Lean On Me was based, right? And he was able to, at least on TV, fix that up, right?
Yeah.
So you saying Joe Clark could not even do that for y'all?
Joe Clark wished us well, bro. He wished us well, man. They brought in Jesse Jackson. They brought all kind of people.
They brought Jesse Jackson?
They did bring Jesse Jackson in. Yeah, I can't make it up. It's in the book. I talk about it.
Ooh.
So I did not grow up privileged, but what I did have that a lot of people didn't have was I had parents who were older than my friends' parents, which probably helped a lot. And I had a community of family members that didn't take no slack, So if you had a point.
I hate to interrupt.
No, go.
But you just mentioned something.
Sure.
That I think is absolutely missing in today's society. You see how you said you had a community help to raise you.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that in today's society? Do you think that that's a thing? Do you think that, or what went wrong? Where did we lose it? Because we know we lost it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, several things happened. The first thing that happened was after they killed MLK, after he outgrew his usefulness, they decided to completely deconstruct the black family. So you take out all of the laborious skill jobs, right? Because brothers wasn't going to school like that. We were the most married. We had the lowest rate of teenage pregnancy. We had a phenomenal growth record. We were very skilled in everything that we did. So if you take all the jobs and you ship them overseas, you get rid of all of the means to create something with your hands. and you tell these kids that they need to be Rhodes Scholars, and then when they don't measure up and they wash out, well, then guess what? Oh, and yeah, by the way, let's flood the community with guns and drugs because that'll make sure that J. Edgar Hoover's narrative of making sure that two things never rise up again, a black messiah and black unity. So that is still playing out. Then you look at the fact that we are still one of the biggest labor forces on the face of the planet. So if you have I don't know, a 94 crime bill written by good old Joe Biden and signed into law by Bill Clinton that makes sure 1 in 3 of us, goes to prison, well, then you got a labor force you don't really have to pay. Oh, yeah. And then while you're at it, you go ahead and put in these real good crack laws, but you don't really teach the white folks and the brown folks how to make the crack. Not saying that they didn't eventually pick up the recipe, but you make sure you drop that recipe off in the hood. And when you take out all of the skills, when you take out all of the schools, or you keep the schools so poor and underfunded, you create a situation that we like to call the devil's workshop by creating an army of idle hands. So that, and then we go to the strong, independent woman narrative, and you take on CIA employee or agent, depending on who you ask, Gloria Steinem, who went to the black community and told black women, "You're a woman first. Come burn your bras with me. You're not black. You're a woman first." Because who benefits from the Central Intelligence Agency financing feminism? Well, the entire US government benefits because if you get 50% of the population working that wasn't working, you literally double taxes overnight or
So wait,
taxable
wait,
income.
wait, 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 wait. You just said the CIA
Mhm.
funded feminism?
You know who Gloria Steinem is, the quote unquote founder of feminism,
Right.
publisher of Ms. Magazine. She'll tell you herself she worked for the CIA. She will also tell you herself that she was funded by the CIA. So the spy wing of law enforcement for the United States government, what aim would they have in financing feminism? You think the CIA cares about protests? No. What they do care about is making sure that things are in control. So if you have a central intelligence agency, and whenever the government comes around and starts talking to any section of the black community or the black community as a whole, it's not a good thing. Sort of like when Dr. Fauci was coming through the hood saying, "Hey, we need black people to get these shots." It's very Tuskegee experiment.
So you just threw off my entire structure here
My
because
bad, let's
I am
go.
not. No, 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 no. We're gonna stay right here for a minute because I have a question about that.
Sure.
Why do you think people hate black people so much? Why? What are they afraid of?
We are the herpes on the balls of the United States of America.
Who?
You keep thinking you gonna get rid of us, you gonna exterminate us. We keep popping up. And so here's the other part of that, Smooth, so I can be specific to your question without metaphor. If in fact you look at the illegals that are coming over here, they're not sending their best, they're absolute illegals.
That was a damn good Trump impression. Keep it going.
Look at my African American. Hey, that Dave Anderson, he's cooking. He's cooking. I like what he says. But no, in all seriousness, you can send a Venezuelan illegal back to Venezuela. You can send a Russian back to Russia. You can send a Ukrainian back to Ukraine. Where you sending me?
Ugh, good question.
You can't send us anywhere. Swab your mouth, bro. I guarantee you there's some Ghanaian. I guarantee you there's some Nigerian. There's probably a little Irish up in you. Pause.
Right.
But we don't have a homeland specific to deport us to.
Right.
The thing that Lincoln was talking about before they popped him 5 days after the end of the Civil War, which is the part they don't teach you in history class, was for all of us to go back, right? Here's your money, here's your check, here's your ship, goodbye. They was like, no, you won't. Pop! So if you don't have anywhere to send your ugly secret, you're going to make it real uncomfortable for them here. I mean, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, your fact check is going to make you mad because I'm really factual. I'm going to start a Harry Potter series called Dave Anderson and His Magical Bag of Facts.
All right, so we're gonna get back on track right here. I see where this is gonna be one of those interviews, man. Very good for y'all. But we're gonna be digging in. Pause. Like it's gonna be one of those interviews. Just so y'all know. No, not your bad. Keep it going. I am not here to contain anyone. Right? Feel free to do what it is that you do. That's why we brought you here today.
Yes, sir.
For you to do what it is that you do. I have to contain myself. All right, so look. I want you to tell us a little bit about the business bully,
Mm.
right? What's the difference between a productive accountability and authoritarian discipline, or counterproductive harshness, right? How did you first come to embrace the name or the brand business bully?
So here's the thing. A lot of times, especially with our people, not all, because you got to watch out for the not all police in your comment section. Most times, people take accountability in this 17th place trophy winning world where all of a sudden the kids who suck at Little League get pizza. Accountability comes across as bullying, Smooth. And I'm really big on accountability. Now, here's the ironic thing. If you take the original meaning of the word bully, it means protector of the weak. I don't bully people. I bully excuses, apathy, and mediocrity. And I stamp it out because you can't tell me in one breath, we was kings. You know, every black person swear they was a king. And I keep telling people, even if you was in a village, every village got a village idiot. However, if you believe you come from a rural line, and I do believe that we do, because if the mitochondrial Eve gene is in all of our mothers, then all the earth is in us. And let's face it, we circumnavigated the globe first. We have done absolutely everything first. And if not first, we've done it better. So if that is in you, mediocrity has no place. But you can stand around and get your little fake doctorate and have your boobs pushed up to here, and you can stand on the corner wondering if I'm going to, don't know if I want to, but then again I might, and waste your time and your life. Those are choices. However, if you come to me, two things are usually true. The first is you want to make some money because people tend to like the whole $1.3 billion over my career for clients and the amount of revenue they've generated. That ain't how much
Oh,
I made.
but that's what you've generated.
That's what I've helped
Oh,
my
so you
clients
making
generate,
moves out here.
allegedly. I'm supposed to be a poor man. We require a room that is very poor. The life of a goat herder. But the truth of the matter is how I got the term.
Okay.
There was a guy who had a cookie company, and he was in one of these black Facebook groups, and he would always ask for business advice, and we would constantly give him business advice, and he wouldn't take it. And he booked a call on my calendar, and I don't ever mind somebody booking a call on my calendar. I'm here to help. And he kept asking me what he should do, and I kept telling him what he should do. And then I realized that this man was not a business person, he was an ask hole. Do you know what an ask hole is, Smooth?
Please explain.
An ask hole is a person that asks questions they want the answers to, but they don't want to be held accountable for pursuing said answers. They don't really want the
Ooh.
results. They just want to
I
bitch and
know a lot
moan.
of ask holes.
Most people do know plenty of ask holes, and unfortunately, everybody I know is related to one. So he gets in a forum and says, hey, I need help. I'm going to book on Dave Anderson's calendar. So he books on my calendar and he says, Dave, I just have one more question. I said, bro, let me tell you something. You got great cookies, but your marketing sucks. Like, you don't know how to build and structure your
Mm.
business. You don't even have the basic building blocks of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I said, so where are you on setting up all these things? Where are you in your marketing? Because your product is excellent. I can't take it from you. He says, well, I don't really have the money for all that. And I said, okay, I will come in. My team will take over marketing. We will do all of the bells and whistles and so on and so forth. And I'm going to take 40% of the revenue. I'm going to own 40% of the company. You'll still run it. Everything will be that. I'll just take this. And he's like, how are you going to take 40% of my company? I said, how much money did you generate in the past 6 months? Well, nothing really. So
Ooh.
what's 40% of zero? Third grade math? Zero. So do you want 60% of a watermelon or 100% of a ball of air?
Mm.
So he went in that same business forum and said, Dave Anderson tried to take my company from me. Bro, I gave you a lifeline. I'm like a drug dealer. I don't sell drugs, I offer drugs. You ain't had no money. You got a hot product that's not moving. Don't nobody know who you are. You could be the next famous Amos, but you want to step over dollars to get the dimes. So somebody that day made the fatal mistake of deciding to put on a cape for this asshole. And they said, Dave Anderson, that's basically like rating, and you're a business bully. I said, business. And so I said, no, bitch, I'm the business bully! Exclamation point. Then I called Dana Blue, and Dana Blue is my trademark attorney. So I called Dana and I said, let's trademark the business bully. She's like, "What is that?" I said, "It's me." And she said, "Oh shit." I said, "Let's go." And I ain't looked back since. I'll be that.
Right. Own it. Lean into it.
Yeah, why
And
not?
that's how it goes sometimes. That makes a lot of sense though.
Hmm.
So I do want to talk about economic ownership. We don't talk about that, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I'll tell you, I'm victim to it,
Hmm.
right? Well, I don't even I hate the word victim, but I fell for it. How about that? That sound better?
That sounds good.
All right. I was taught that the American dream
Hmm.
was to, and I did a whole video on this, right?
Sure.
And I was taught the American dream was to, get married, have 2.3 kids,
Yes.
get a dog, a white picket fence, you'll be fulfilled. Go ahead and get a job, get a career, right? A career, not ownership.
Right.
At some point,
Hmm.
it hit me. It dawned on me like, this just isn't fulfilling. I really feel like I'm selling myself short. I feel like I have talents that I am not utilizing, and I
Of
can make
course.
a much greater impact on society by doing my own thing, right? And being more successful and being able to help others and hire people and really do something that I just would appreciate and others would appreciate.
Sure.
But I fell into the American nightmare. And
Hmm.
this is you phrase it
Yeah.
the same way. And I woke up one day, it's like, this is a nightmare.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Absolutely.
Could you explain that to us?
Okay, so the American dream is what you said, 2.3 children, picket fence, spouse, house, the whole nine. That's what it is. First of all, the American dream was crafted by the real estate industry, specifically the
Ooh.
residential real estate industry, along with the banks, all of the major banks that came together and said, get a piece of the American dream because you're going to own your home. You know what's funny about being a homeowner that nobody talks about, especially the people who are first time or no home buyers whatsoever, meaning the renters? You know what's funny about that? You may own the house. You may even own the land. And if that's the case, why are you still paying taxes on it every year?
How can you own a land that you're paying taxes on?
That right there is the $1 trillion question.
Right, because
It,
they can seize it at any time.
anytime.
How can they seize something that you own if you didn't commit a crime?
You're just an elevated renter who has more onus.
Right.
That's the gag. So let's do some quick math here. If we know that you're going to need transportation 9 times out of 10, whether that is Uber or some type of ride sharing,
Right.
and we know that you are going to need shelter, which is not only your mortgage, but maintenance, upkeep, your taxes, and your insurance, there's about 50% of your income before you got a haircut or some food.
Hmm.
So what do? I give you a job. You know what job stands for, don't you?
Just over broke.
Just over broke. I get you just enough to feel like you can breathe a little bit. That's why they don't call them raises anymore. They call them cost of living increases.
Increases. Right.
Mhm. So, why in the world would I get suckered into that when the smart thing to do? And again, I'm not a real estate mogul. I'm not that guy. But if and I were on some alternate earth, what I would do is take that first time home buyer program and I would get myself a multifamily and I would live in one and I would rent out the others and I would allow one to take care of the taxes, one to take care of the mortgage, and one to take care of the maintenance. You're living in the other one rent free, bill free, drug free, and drama free. But they don't teach that in school. I wonder why. So then getting back to the whole American dream, which is actually the American nightmare. It's like the end of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Nancy's hugging her mom, and all of her friends
Right.
that literally just got killed are pulling up in this red convertible, and all of a sudden you see the top is green and red, and it's got claws. And then Freddie drags the mama in. You're dragged in. So you're telling me that you're working 8 hours a day, but you don't count the 2 hours it takes you to get up, showered, shitting, shaved, fed, and driving into the job, and then the
Right.
2 hours it takes you to go home. So now we've gone from 8 to 12.
Half your
That's
day.
that's half your day. But
And
wait. You got another, if you're good, 8 hours
asleep.
of sleep.
What's
So
left?
mm,
4 hours.
you haven't eaten yet. You ain't spent no time with your
God forbid you
kids.
got to cook it.
Huh.
That's another 2 hours, 2.5, right?
Right. So I'm
So,
keeping you on this treadmill. Then I tell you that you're working 40 hours a week because that's how Rockefeller designed it after he got finished telling everybody he wants a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. Then you get on this 5-day work week. Why do the school system and the work system look exactly the same? Then You work for 40 hours a week for 40 years, and when you retire, you get approximately 40% of your salary. Hope you invested well because you know they do so well with these IRAs and 401ks. Sucker,
Ugh.
sucker. First of all, you can say a lot about Dame Dash, but the one thing that he said that I always liked, even though I vehemently disagreed at one point, he said, if you can't give this to your kid, it ain't yours.
Mm,
Nepotism is extremely important.
right,
Period. Point blank.
right. And that's a term we get mad at.
Yeah,
But
because
it's one of them things that we don't practice, but we should practice nepotism because it's pretty much just setting up your lineage.
correct. People think nepotism is giving somebody underqualified a job just because you're your kid. That's part of it. The other part of it is when my father had a corner store, I started sweeping, then I became the delivery boy, then I became the cashier. So by the time I was 8 years old, I knew everything in that store. I had relationships with the cash and carry suppliers. I knew exactly who ordered what, who needed what on credit, the entire nine. My father would leave me in
Mm,
that store from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. And there wasn't a dime, a bag of chips, or some milk out of place. Train your child in the way that he should go, and when he becomes an adult, he will not depart from it. It's not what you leave for your kids, it's what you leave in them. But if you're going to do it, stop black people starting your kids over at zero and calling it a rite of passage. Stop celebrating the fact that when your child graduates from high school and is getting ready to embark on the world, you're ready to kick them out at 18. That is stupid. You don't see any other culture doing that.
no.
That's abuse because you have not prepared them for this world. You prepared them for the sap happy, coddling, soft parent, um, excuse ridden style of parenting that does not exist in the real world because the real world don't give a rat's fuck about whether or not you're the chosen one. The real world only cares about two things. Can you do the job or not?
Mm,
So the American nightmare is believing in the American dream without having any type of golden parachute that you create for yourself.
okay. So what I want to know is for those of us who parents may have already failed us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't understand where to start
Mm-hmm.
as far as ownership is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
right? We don't understand the concept of it, right?
Sure.
We can't even fathom the idea of owning things, and we don't know how to go about it. Where do we start?
Um, in the 60s, NASA had a really cool program. It's called the space program. We're gonna put a man on the moon, which, if you ask me, was, a load of crap.
You think it was a hoax?
I
The
do.
moon landing?
I absolutely
I
do.
saw a lot of evidence that supported being weird and just not realistic. The fact that people don't do that anymore, and it just didn't make sense. The technology that we had available. I'm a tech guy.
Mm-hmm.
The technology that we had available
Mm-hmm.
didn't seem like like for what we had access to, right?
Mathematically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It
Keep
just
going.
didn't seem like
Yeah.
we could launch something onto the moon. And then the perspectives, right? I looked at the angles. Okay, who the hell filmed that? Wait, what? How was that camera there already?
Stanley Kubrick, but nobody wants to have that conversation with Dave.
Say what?
Stanley Kubrick filmed that
Don't say
movie.
it quiet. What we doing?
Huh?
Don't say it quiet.
Oh,
What we
no,
doing?
Stanley Kubrick most likely filmed the moon landing. The other part of that is, how is a flag swirling in a zero
Zero gravity,
oxygen,
right?
zero gravity
Yeah.
atmosphere? How does that happen?
I don't know.
Hell, even if you compare Neil Armstrong's landing on the moon to Superman 2, they look a whole lot alike.
Ugh.
The other part of that is, if we've got technology, why haven't we gone back? They scrapped every Apollo mission. I think it was either 11, 12, and 13 that they scrapped because it was like they've already done everything that they were going to do because they were trying to win the space race. You mean to tell me, logically speaking, right? You and I weren't thought of yet.
Right.
Okay. Our parents were most likely either teenagers or babies.
Right.
But let's look at this logically. You mean to tell me that Buzz Aldrin called President Nixon from the moon and I walk around the corner in a bodega and my signal drops? You
Right.
can't be this stupid. Not you, society. But
Yes.
again, society is this stupid.
Ooh.
The other part of that is, are we going to go all the way down the rabbit
Let's
hole?
do it.
Okay.
I got time today.
Everything, then this is the part where they're going to say I'm crazy, so on and so forth. But I know things that most people don't. But what I will say is this. Everything that you have seen. How do we go? If we just run the clock back 130 years, okay? 130 years. We go from horses and buggies to horseless carriages to B-52 bombers and stealth bombers and cloaking technology and predator drones, microwaves and air fryers, remote control bombers like a PlayStation game, bullet trains that can go from one side of Asia to the other, built in record time. That would be like cave people all of a sudden doing a revival of West Side Story.
Mm,
I- like the leap. I'm not saying it's impossible
right. But
mathematically.
it just is a little bit shady.
The other part of that is,
It-
bro, you ever notice how they keep leaking things out? Oh, well, there were some proteins on Mars, and there's these government closed door meetings that all of a sudden have cameras in them. So you're saying that that there is some life. Oh, that was an alien creature, and then people just go off and don't say anything about it. Or how all of a sudden there's just weather balloons, and oh, that was a weather experiment, and oh, this wasn't a bunch of drones. They were just there because they were surveying. Drones that survey the weather are not 100 feet in the air. But again, the American public will buy whatever's on that idiot box, whatever is
yeah.
on their
How much
timeline.
weather would you get with 100 feet in
Yeah,
first place?
thank you. That's the point. The other part of that is I do believe we are going to Mars, but I knew that 30 years ago when I saw Total Recall. And Philip K. Dick knew it when he wrote what became the movie Total Recall in his short story. Think about it like this. Do you know that NASA takes melanin from not just exclusively, but a good part of aborted fetuses?
What?
Because the melanin can protect them from the sun. So they're making sunscreen. You can Google it. I got nothing better to do. You can pause this thing and Google it right now, sir.
No, I'm riding with you, man. Like
So,
the comments is gonna go hard on this.
oh yeah,
If you right, they
no, trust me,
you'll get support. If you're
trust me.
not, they're gonna get at you.
Oh no, they're gonna get at me. But again, you have to ask yourself a few things. Number one, why are there so many abortion clinics in the hood?
Ugh. Listen, I got down. Listen, I dug into the book, right?
Mhm.
Excellent read, by the way. The book is here.
Thank you.
Listen, we're going to focus on the wide angle real quick.
Yes, please.
Get the book.
TheRealBlackAgenda.com. Get it at TheRealBlackAgenda.com. Don't give Jeff Bezos my money.
Right, right. Get it right. Get it right from the source.
Get it from the
Same
source.
price, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's a little bit more because I got to do the shipping and I sign each one of them and I
Oh,
throw
you
some
getting
bonus.
an autograph with it?
Yes,
Oh yeah, it's worth it. Don't even listen. You can't put a price on that. When
no,
somebody personalized it
every
for
single
you,
one
you got a
with
one-on-one at
these
that point.
hands.
You got a one-on-one, one of one.
That's
Go
it.
ahead and do that. So listen,
Yes, sir.
I got through that, man, and I was listening to him like, yo, yeah, nah, it's making sense.
Thank you, man.
It's making sense. It's making sense.
Yeah.
And you spoke about that. Expand on that a little bit.
So Margaret Sanger, who is the mother of Planned Parenthood, was also a eugenist. For people who don't know what eugenics is, it's basically trying to create population control through any type of means, be that sterilization, mass incarceration, or just straight up and down killing. Which is why she was honored as the only woman to be considered an honorary Klansman, allegedly. She
Whew.
spoke at the Klan, And then here's the gag that nobody talks about when it comes to Margaret Sanger. You know how she got all of those people to treat abortion like birth control? She went into the black church.
No.
I got nothing better to do. Google, please fact check me.
Y'all go ahead and fact check that.
Please
But
fact
I
check
listen.
me.
I believe it. Look, but what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
why is it that this isn't like something that it is public knowledge, but apparently most people don't have access to it or don't understand it or don't read enough to get it right. Like this isn't things that we are focusing on. This is things that we should understand because it really shows you that other people obviously have agenda,
Certainly.
right?
Right.
Which is why you have the real black agenda.
Yes, sir.
Everyone else has an agenda apparently, but it seems as if everyone's agenda apparently is to put the foot on the necks of black people.
To quote DJ Khaled, we the best. If you left us alone
Right.
and did not create turmoil, did not create division, did not create any type of ruckus.
Or didn't burn down Black Wall Street, or didn't flood out.
Even with that,
Like,
bro, listen, let me explain something to you. All they did, the reason they burned that down so they can scare generations and make all these Negroes chicken shit, and it worked perfectly. Because listen to what black people say. "Well, you know, every time black people build something, they burn it down. Build again." And I don't know if you know this or not, but because we are American citizens, we have this thing called the Second Amendment. But see, they done
right.
pussified and wussified
Whoa.
you.
Can we talk about that for a second? Should we dwell on that for a second?
Absolutely.
You just said that made my ears perk a little bit. Pause.
Hmm.
I'm big on that.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? You know what I think? I'm gonna tell you something. You know what our
Certainly.
biggest mistake is about the Second Amendment?
What's that?
We don't involve enough women. You know what the first thing I did when I went through the whole process?
Teach a woman how to shoot?
I brought my wife through the same process, and we both in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm licensed to carry. I'm licensed in like 40 states because I went and got it in Jersey, and then I went and got it in PA, which
Yes,
gave me
sir.
more states. Then I went and got it in Florida.
Florida. Which you really don't need it in Florida.
No. But I got Florida is recognized by a bunch of other states. It gave me more a reciprocity.
I
I
like
got the
that.
reciprocity map on my phone. So that's why I
hard
went and got
body.
PA. That's when I went and got. Listen, teach women how to love, how to protect themselves, because in all reality,
Mhm.
women need that ultimate equalizer. We have a lot of single mothers. We have a lot of women who are, they might be coming home from work,
Yes, sir.
and they need to be able to protect themselves, period.
Mm.
If we were able to get women to care about this
Mhm.
and kind of sneak that into feminism,
Mhm.
it's over. It's over.
But
That's the
again,
master plan. You heard it here first. Involve women in the Second Amendment. Phew.
so
Everybody straps.
right.
And listen, let me tell you something. I'm proud to say that I have not hurt people, but
Sure.
listen, you never know. You should be able to protect yourself. Right.
Absolutely.
And sometimes the threat of violence is enough
Mhm.
to make people understand, okay, I'm not messing with them.
Mhm.
They're prepared.
Right.
If people know you're prepared, they're not going to try to bully you. They're not going to try to take advantage of you.
Mhm.
And that's the whole thing. It's the ultimate equalizer. It's really for safety and for the absence of violence, right?
Mhm.
And because criminals have access to them things,
Correct.
right? With
Mhm.
extended, you know what's, and
Yes, sir.
all
All of the
that. Like,
things. Yes, sir.
they got all them things.
Mhm.
I feel like, listen, I like my 5.56. I'm with it. I got like 5 or 6 different
Mm.
cows in the crib. It
Listen.
is what it is. And I think we all should be prepared like that. And
Absolutely.
we're not. And that's one of the many reasons why people just see us as soft, not a threat.
Absolutely.
We bought into what?
Gun control. We need more gun control because the guns are in the street. We need better laws. We got the. Let me explain something to you, mule and quims out here.
Go ahead.
This is how laws work. Laws are put on the books.
Right.
Law-abiding citizens obey the laws. You know why criminals are criminals? Because they don't obey the fucking laws. So let me make sure I'm understanding this. You're telling these people that we need gun control, which makes it harder for law-abiding citizens to get access to our Second Amendment rights.
Right.
And we know, because one of my favorite shows, Son, Brother, Nephew of Cops, I'm a Glutton for Punishment, is the First 48. Do you know what the First 48 needs to start a show?
What they need.
A murder. The show don't start until somebody's in the dirt.
Right.
So that means that the police, no matter where you are, Florida, New York, Texas, Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter. The police are a reactionary force. To quote Robert Downey Jr. from one of my favorite movies, they're not the prevengers, they're the avengers. So they're coming after the fact. So let me make sure I'm mathing this out for you. So the criminals who have guns and don't give a rat's ass about the laws have guns. Right?
Right.
The cops who come after you're dead, shot, maimed, or unalived have guns.
Correct.
But we need the gun control? If you don't take your tap dancing, step and fetch your coon ass somewhere with that, go on somewhere, you better understand. If you want these folks to leave you alone, 2 things you need to do. Number 1, go buy a gun. Number 2, join the NRA.
Hmm.
You join the NRA.
What do you feel about we digging deep into this
It's okay. I
pause.
got enough way
But
to do.
what do you feel about NRA versus USCCA?
The reason I say join the NRA,
Mm-hmm.
and this is not a preference thing, it's
Okay.
strategy.
Okay.
Because if you start showing up and exercising your Second Amendment rights, then all of a sudden, watch how quickly they crack down on the people who illegally have guns. Because you can't stop the law-abiding Negroes from having guns, but we sure enough can stop the criminals. If they wanted to get rid of all the criminal guns on the street right now, they can. Because let's face
Like
it,
Vanos with a snap.
do you remember what the Joker said to the rogues gallery of gangsters in The Dark Knight?
Oh, yeah.
This suit isn't cheap. You should know you bought it. They know where the guns are. They should know they bought them.
Right.
So
Right.
let's not pretend that we are not in a situation where the federal government has treated us like the agents of chaos. So yeah, get yourself a gun. Start going to the range. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Simple as that.
It really is that simple. Now, for those of you who are just such pacifists, you don't want a gun, fine. That's on you, sucker. However, let me give you an ounce of prevention that will inevitably keep you from having to get a pound of cure. Take your raggedy ass over to Home Depot. Get you some bear repellent. Make sure you're downwind and spray to your heart's content. You're welcome.
Not nearly as effective, but yeah, if you're against 2A, then I would say go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is America. There's plenty of countries you can go. You can go to a commune somewhere, but I like my guns.
We are about to take a little shift here.
Okay.
I shift gears sometimes,
That's
just so
all
you know.
right.
I'm last 25 years, I've only driven manual. So
Understand.
I am a gear shifter, a perpetual gear shifter.
That's all
right?
right.
So, but you can handle it, man, if anybody, right?
That's it.
Woo! Migrants and economic disadvantage.
I'm sorry, what, Brents?
Migrant.
You mean illegals?
Uh-oh. Go ahead. I'm not even go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, Jan Van Zant famously said, sometimes you got to call a thing, beloved. Illegals. We're not talking about migrants. We're not talking about immigrants. We're talking about illegals. They're not bringing their best. They bring crime. There's nasty people. Nasty people. Do you know what the president said that I really respect?
Go ahead.
The president said, if you are here illegally, even if you're doing well, even if you're contributing to society, it's still a crime, and I will deport you. I respected him for that. Before you think I'm talking about Donald Trump, I'm talking about Barack Obama, aka the deporter-in-chief, aka the creator of the cages.
Got him.
That's what he said.
Right.
Fact check me. The man said it.
Right. He did say it, and he absolutely 110% had the name deporter-in-chief. That was his nickname. Yes. He's actually deported more than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know if he caught up. I don't know if Donald Trump caught up yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, he's.
But again, Donald Trump has a bigger pool of illegals to round up.
Right.
Thanks to Joe Biden falling asleep at the wheel.
Does he? Does he?
Just let people in.
What I want you to explain to us is that this is not advantageous to Black people.
No.
So can you explain why?
Okay, so let's just look at common sense. Let's forget about all the bills and the act and the migrants and they have a right, and the human beings in the United States has ruined their country. Shut up. Let's just deal in facts. If in fact I were to come to your house, Smooth, right? You and I had not met. We're on Earth 3 where you and I have not crossed paths.
I didn't invite you?
You did not invite me.
Keep going.
I come into your house. I'm eating up all the food, all the pig's feet, all the hog maws, right? I'm taking a shower. I'm wiping my balls with your towel.
My towel?
Your towel.
Keep going.
I'm going in bed and I'm respectfully taking down your wife.
Whoa. Wait.
What would you do?
556.
So
Sorry.
so let me make sure I'm understanding this, because you have a lot of these Yowza boss stepping fetch it ass Negroes talking about we need to stand in solidarity with all marginalized people. When are all marginalized people going to stand in solidarity with us?
I never saw that yet. You?
No, no, it happens.
What?
It happens when they can find a way to benefit before we do.
Mm.
Also, the president said, if you hope, talking to a group of black influencers, he said, if you hope, and I'm paraphrasing, so don't get me on a direct quote, but it was pretty much this. If you have any hope of getting anything, you're gonna have to get with them. And he
Which
was
president?
Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. of
Okay.
Delaware,
Got it.
the one who said he authorized 300 miles of wall after publicly talking about how he didn't want to build a wall because walls keep people out.
Mm.
So if in fact they are giving those people, to be specific out of the metaphor now, if they're giving those people housing,
Mhm.
education, clothing, vehicles, job training and job placement, social security cards, and have in at least 3 states bills that are getting ready to pass so that they get the right to vote, where do you think that leaves us?
So, all
Uh-huh.
right, we're gonna talk this agenda talk real quick.
Sure.
I'm sure things don't just happen, right?
Mm-mm.
The powers that be always have some type of agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a reason they're doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. They it almost seems, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed,
Me neither.
right? However, it almost seems as if they were fishing for a new
Voter
voter
base,
base.
of course. If I give you everything, ain't you gonna be loyal? Why you think black women so loyal to Democrats right now?
Why? Please
I'll
explain.
pay your rent.
Hey.
I'll buy your clothes. I'll give you food stamps too. Just don't have a man in the house. They baby faced them.
That is crazy. Now let me ask you this,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to listen. I love me some black women, right?
Yes, me too.
Right.
I married
Married to
one.
one, you too.
Created two.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, dig it. So, my experience has been different
Sure.
than what you see on the red pill pages and such, right?
Certainly.
Right. I've seen plenty of black women, and my family too, man. I got, whether I talked about mother, aunts, cousins, sister, all this stuff.
Mhm.
Absolutely killing it as black women.
Certainly.
Very successful, doing what it
Sure.
do, everything.
Right.
They still have a stranglehold on those women too. Why? Because they're not getting none of them type of they getting it. I'm talking about successful women
I get
who
it.
working,
Sure.
who getting theirs,
Yeah.
doing everything right, married, great
Right.
parents,
Sure.
loving wife,
Uh-huh.
all of that. But they still have a stranglehold on them, and they're not even taking advantage of these systems per se. So how do they have that?
Respectfully, men run things through their logic. Women run their logic through their feelings. Also, as a nightclub promoter, I can tell you if you go to any successful nightclub in any town, USA, you will find that men usually have urinals and about two standard toilets. Women have several standard toilets, huge mirror, bigger lighting, and usually a couch because women have a pack mentality,
You
respectfully.
said couch?
Couch,
There's a couch in a bathroom?
usually.
What?
It's gotta be comfortable. A lot of times,
Wait,
think
y'all got a
about
couch in your bathroom? For real?
most nightclubs. Yeah, there's usually a couch
I
in the
never
bathroom.
been in a woman's bathroom.
You've never
I
run a
did
night.
by mistake when I went to Detroit,
You've never run a
and I got
nightclub.
chased up out of there real quick, but
The
it didn't have a couch.
the
But
high
that was
end
just one.
respectable ones usually have
Yeah.
a couch, and the reason is
What?
because let's say you got a friend group of 4 women,
Yeah.
right? 3 of whom don't have
Don't
to
have to
pee.
use the bathroom.
They are they
They're
make
just
up
there
they
for emotional support.
they're your emotional support pets. Why do you think that women, by and large, when you go to a department store, before the advent of Jeff Bezos taking over the world, go to a department store, you go to the fitting rooms. Why are the women's fitting rooms always much bigger than the ones for the men? Because women are going in there, adjusting, telling them, oh, girl, look at this, that, and the third.
They need a whole huddle. They got a
They
huddle.
do everything communally and they
Yes.
run everything.
And
Why
think
do you think?
communally, huh?
Listen, anytime you
Ooh.
want to get anything going, you target women. Name a product that you think doesn't target women first.
Let me ask you. No, this I can't disagree with that.
Mhm.
But what I wanted to ask you is, like, yeah, is this factual? Research that I did says that women are like 80% of the consumer base. Is
Correct.
that
It's pretty
accurate?
close. Yeah.
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 So they control the money.
Always.
even if they don't
Make the money.
generate the money,
Correct.
right? What are we doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Same thing we've always done. Listen, this part is not a black thing. This is a marriage thing. It's a relationship thing. Henny Youngman said way before I was thought of, you was soft. Take my wife, please. Listen, where do you think happy wife, happy life came from?
Sips.
The Sippocalypse is working exactly how they've designed it to work.
Ugh.
Yes, indeed. Like the Yes, Dear Mageddon
This is getting worse. So,
is
this is all right. Me, time out.
sure
Me talking to you right now is actually becoming extremely informative, but progressively
troubling.
more. Yeah, I'm very interested and intrigued and disturbed
Certainly.
at the same time.
That's why you should get the book, therealblackagenda.com.
Right. Go ahead and get that book.
Get
right.
that book right now.
Listen, within 24 hours of me reading the book, it altered my frame of mind. I say that.
I appreciate
We'll
that.
say that. So listen, yeah, go ahead and get the book. And I'm not even a promo king. I don't even plug like that. Pause.
No.
But I'm just telling you right now. Go ahead.
Hilarious. Don't even plug like that.
Get the book.
Hey, yo.
Bang.
Sure.
I got another one.
Sure.
I just went in the third right now. We in
Okay.
third. Well, we on cruise. I'm only doing like 3,000 RPMs.
You
right
good,
now.
bro? We good.
This is what we got, but it's another gear shift. Yes.
Sure.
We are told that there's a couple of things, and we're kind of touching back on the American dream type thing, right? And if you don't have a dream and you don't feel like you should go to college, which I don't think everyone should go to college. I think that it's for certain professions, college is a must.
It's mandatory.
Right.
Certainly.
But certain professions, no, right? We're not going to, what'd you say, underwater basket weaving?
Absolutely. Liberal arts underwater basket weaving is a thing.
No, it's not.
Sure.
Wait, no. Wait.
No, it's really not, but that's what
Oh,
you,
okay. I was about to say.
as a college professor,
can't
that's
do
what
that.
we call liberal arts degrees. Underwater basket
You
weaving.
had me for a second. man.
Listen,
we
I
was
major
definitely
in
about to
alligator
check
mud
it.
wrestling. It's-
Okay.
No,
Right.
I love majoring in things
Right.
that aren't going to
So
pay them.
let's just say you're not suitable for any of these things. You need a re-up, don't you?
I do.
All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let you answer. I'm gonna keep the camera focused on
Yes,
you.
sir. Just
As
focus
you
on
answer, I'm going to still be tuned in, but
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
re-up because I don't let my guests not be
But I am still thirsty.
right.
No.
So listen,
Yes, sir.
we are told that an awesome alternative, and in a way, and there's some thoughts that I used to have like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if I would have went to the military, because we're told that that's a valuable option, right?
Oh my
Wait,
God.
let me finish. I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna let you go.
You're gonna
You know
let me
I'm gonna
finish.
let you go. You know I'm gonna let you go.
I'm going.
Right? But we are told that that's a viable option. And I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you, back in the day, I had a homeboy who was in the military.
Right.
And he was thinking about re-enlisting for whatever reason. After he had a job, we had a whole layoff situation, blah, blah, blah.
Certainly.
And that's what he was gonna do. He's like, you should come down with me.
Mhm.
I didn't even want to go. I went. And then I test really well. I don't know. My IQ is probably in the range of like 130 something.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think about that is what you think about that. I took this, but I know for sure I've tested well. I've like people who were supposedly smarter than me or had better grades or whatever.
Didn't do as well on the test.
When I test,
Blew them out the water. Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
I went and I took what they called some type of. They say, hey, listen, you're just standing around. Why don't you just take this practice
ASVAB test. Yes.
And I did, and I was bullshitting for real.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, because some tests when I look at it, I'd be like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just rattle them off.
Right. I'm like, this is trash. This is stupid easy, right?
Yeah.
And I did whatever I did on the test. These dudes was like, yo, it's like, hey,
Be
do
all
you
that
do
you
you
can be.
do you know with these scores you could blah 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 blah. They was coming to my crib.
Oh yes.
They was running down. They was going
Yes.
hard. They was stalking me
Mhm.
for a little while. They was like, I don't know how else to describe it, but stalking. It seemed like they were stalking me because they would spawn and
Out of
play-
nowhere.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo,
Coming
how
to
do
the
you know-
bushes.
How do you know that I'll be over here? Like, what we doing?
Bruh.
And we were told, and I didn't do it for whatever reason. It could be discernment or it could have just been a failure.
Congratulations.
But I really want you to get into that.
The thing about the military is they give you this talk like it's a great alternative. And for some people who don't have direction, sure, go into the military. But the truth of the matter is, nobody breaks down the amount of post traumatic stress disorder that comes from that. Even if you don't ever see war, just what you go through in boot camp, what you go through to participate in the military culture becomes a situation that becomes bigger than the sum of its parts. So, why in the world would I send my child off to a government that has never valued anyone who looks like my child in the military beyond a certain point? We can go all the way back to the Civil War. You look at the movie Glory, it tells you everything you need to know about black people in the military. What happened? Black people got it in their heads somehow magically. You know what? We should fight for freedoms. We should go on and put on some uniforms and we should go out here and fight for our freedoms. So what do? They get a washed up general that nobody respected to lead them Negroes on the front lines. Black people always on the front lines. Where Dr. Umar when you need him? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Yeah, stop. Nope. Not to mention, God bless John Singleton, because he told people it ain't no place for a black man, especially not in the military. It ain't no way. And again, for people who have done it, hats off to you. My grandfather did it. My father did it. My stepfather did it. My cousins did it. Listen, love you for it. Ain't gonna join you because I know better.
Woo! That one gonna hit way harder, just so you know. Judging by the color.
Yeah, he's trying to get me to say some things.
Hey man, look.
Listen, I already talked about the aliens.
Listen,
Ain't too much more I got.
Apparently, I don't have to get him to say much or nothing or much or nothing.
I swear to drunk. I mean, I got.
All right.
Sure.
We are going to shift gears again.
Certainly.
This is where I want to go with this. So I'm kind of liking how this is going so far. You're not really holding back, and I dig that.
No.
So listen, we're gonna get into politics right now. I mean, you know, we ain't never supposed to talk about politics, right?
Who's we?
We can't talk about politics.
Who's we?
Religion, politics, we don't do that, right?
Who?
We don't do that.
Oh,
right?
you mean black people?
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
Everybody else talking about religion and politics.
Oof, okay. All right, so let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, black people seem to be tethered to the Democratic Party. Now, I am no Trump fanboy. I am no Republican. I'm not red.
You love President Trump.
Right. But there's certain things that I don't dig about what the Democrats are doing. It seems as if they're anti-family when you look at the policies that they're promoting.
Seems as if.
Okay. All right.
Again, are we going to talk policies or are we going to talk opinions?
Well, again, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sure. I just have an opinion. Some people like my opinions.
I think they're good.
Right.
I like them.
So,
solid.
But I think that we probably should be independent and hold our votes ransom until we get what we want.
Doesn't everybody else in this country?
Right.
Everybody, except us. Almost exclusively. Everybody has representation on both sides of the aisle. We're at a 90% clip on average. And that's state, local, federal elections. 90% Democrat. If your wife knew you was going to provide without giving you any copulation, do you think she'd give you copulation?
Ooh.
See, the fact that you had to pause and think about it tells you everything I need to know. The truth of the matter is, Louis Black famously said, the Republican Party is the party of bad ideas. The Democratic Party is the party of no ideas.
Ooh.
And the truth of the matter is, people are, there was a switch, and other Republican became Democrat, and other Democrats became Republicans. Yeah. So explain to me why Joe Biden said that Barack Obama was the first mainstream, clean, articulate black person he's ever run across. Ooh. Because that really sounds like a switch. Explain to me why Hillary Clinton referred to us as super predators and then bringing back Margaret Sanger, saying that was her childhood hero. And she wanted to bring people from my generation to heal. Why is it that her husband, William Jefferson Clinton, said, oh, well, you know, Obama, yeah, he won South Carolina, but shit, show to Jesse Jackson. He basically said, well, yeah, you're going to win that because that's where the niggas are, because Jim Clyburn is in South Carolina. So, yeah, we're not really pressed at the fact that Obama won that. This is Hillary's turn. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to understand. Oh, wait. LBJ said, by the time I'm through with these niggas, I'm gonna have them voting 200 years for Democrats. He told Martin Luther King, yeah, I'm gonna sign your nigga bill. You're gonna have to hold me to it. And you know what black folks don't do? We don't hold nobody to nothing. We just want them to give us Cardi B or wait 16 hours at a stadium for Beyonce to show up and speak for 4 minutes while Kelly Rowland is wearing a suit that she looked like she pulled out of my closet when I was 561 pounds to talk about voting for something.
Go
We
vote.
want to watch Kamala Harris blow $1,025,000,000 and still not win the election. We want to keep talking about we got to vote for them because Trump is. Well, you seen the chambers yet?
Not,
Have you seen
not
them?
yet.
Not. I ain't seen uniforms. I ain't seen none of that. You know what I have seen though? I have seen inflation go down to 1.9%, and that doesn't mean that I'm a fan of the current president. I'm just talking numbers. I have seen an erosion over the past 6 decades of what used to be the black community. I have lived in 34 cities in 19 states, and I have said this a
Woo.
million and one times. That's what radio does. They buy your contracts, shift you here, you send a tape, they take you there, you sign. I moved around quite a bit. I saw Little Italy. I've seen Chinatown, Koreatown. I still ain't seen Brotherville. I ain't seen Black Girl Magicville.
Ooh.
I have seen the hood filled with black people. And that's not to say, because somebody goes, well, none of black people live in the hood. I don't play in the margins, boo-boo cakes. I play in the facts. And the facts are, there's a reason that they call government housing the projects. There is a reason that there is an abortion clinic, there is a dispensary, there is a liquor store, and there's a shining, pristine church, while the community looks like absolute warmed over trash truck juice. All of that has been brought to you part and parcel by Democrats, almost exclusively. That is not an endorsement of the Republican Party, because I got some issues with Donald Trump right now. The first one being, you can't say in one breath, America first, we're gonna make America great again. The farmers have gotten a bad deal. And then you go cut a beef and cattle and dairy deal with Argentina?
Ooh.
What about the farmers? That's not America first.
Right.
That's business first. But again, I expect that from a businessman. The business bully understands and respects it, but not at the expense of the American people.
Right.
So I got smoke for both sides. But the thing of it is, we know why the Republicans don't really move a certain way when it comes to us, even though they're trying and they're starting to pick up steam, because they're starting to realize, yo, these folks are literally just laying the ball while it's in play. They're fumbling it, and they're not even trying to dive on the ball. People get mad because I criticize Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Jasmine Crockett, Bernie Sanders, Maxine reclaiming my time, Waters. But the problem is, party loyalty is not race loyalty. We have conflated the two because we believe that somehow voting against Democrats is voting for racists, when, I'm sorry, which party started the Klan?
Uh-oh. We know what that is.
Which party filibustered for days against civil rights?
Uh-oh.
Which party lobbied against the Black Liberation Movement?
You're giving out truth pills right now they might not be ready for.
Which party tried to blame black clergy after leveraging the Congressional Black Caucus? Which party tried to blame the black community leaders for the Joseph Robinette Jr. crime bill signed into law by Bill Clinton? Which party was that? Smooth?
Oh, we know.
Which party was adamantly against any type of growth, and which party continues to fund Planned Parenthood and abortion clinics like that? Which party has allowed
bringing mobile units out this bitch now? What?
And this is, sometimes I think they sit down. I think Democrats sit down and like, you know what? This is how we're gonna fuck with the niggas today. What we're going to do is we're going to have abortion mobiles about a block and a half away from the Democratic National Convention. And again, because we've convinced these thoughts, miscreants, good girls, and girls that just like to get their cheeks clapped with no consequences, between the morning after pills, the Plan Bs, and all the other 38 ways you can prevent a pregnancy before you get to abortion, that abortion is healthcare. Well, if you're talking about reproductive rights, which means the right to kill your baby, because reproductive rights are supposed to go deeper than that. And here's what I mean. You'll hear advocates say, well, it goes deeper than that. It's a woman's right to choose. We want a woman to live because without this, she'll have a back alley abortion and take a hanger up her cooch. If you really
Ugh.
cared about reproductive rights, then you have to explain to me how, financially speaking. Serena Williams, from endorsements, from playing, from being arguably the best women's tennis player to have ever lived,
Or female sports player ever.
arguably,
Right.
yeah, she's a billionaire. By any far stretch of the imagination, she's a billionaire. The same can be said for Beyonce. Why did both of them almost die on the table giving birth? Oh, because we stopped the conversation at abortion when it comes to women's reproductive rights and their reproductive freedom. And then we forget that gynecology was built off of Black women's pain. The whole myth that Black people don't feel pain at the same rate as their white counterparts, which is why they're so slow to give us painkillers, even though they're the ones who get strung out on them.
Ooh. Wait. So let me ask you this. Do
Mhm.
you think that there are still physicians today that actually believe that the threshold for pain of Black people is completely different than non-Black people?
Maybe not completely different, but certainly different. Think about it. We are a race of people that was genetically modified and engineered for strength, speed, durability. We are the biggest human experiment on the face of the planet.
Wait.
Oh, okay. We not had this conversation.
No, yes, we are.
I
No,
thought we
no,
were in a trust
no, no,
treaty.
no, no, no. Wait. No, I'm not gonna let you gloss over that is what's happening.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which part?
Uh-huh.
The part that
We
we were genetically engineered over 400 years in order to.
Are you talking about like the how they bred the slaves?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Negro Darwinism, bro. Let's call it what it is. The big black buck went for more big bucks. Why you think they call money big bucks? Bars. Do you know that? Are you familiar with the term plantation mother?
Yes.
What's a plantation mother?
Um, are we talking about the mothers who used to have to like breastfeed
Yes.
for
Mhm.
the
One tit was
other
for the
people?
white
Yeah.
masses children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The other tit was
Yeah.
for the slave
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
And you couldn't cross contaminate the two.
Couldn't crush it. So y'all couldn't suck on the same titty.
No.
Crazy.
Even though that's your mama, you can't suck on that white boy's titty.
Crazy.
Do you
Crazy.
do you realize why?
Do you realize how idiotic that actually is?
Sure, it's
In all
idiotic.
honesty, like do you understand the mind frame of these primitive, like just the primitive thinking of what that is? It's coming from the same source.
Yes. This
It's a bodily fluid. First of all, I mean, think about it. So y'all worried about germs? Y'all trying to put the same principles on water fountains, which is stupid.
Oh, so you mean like just like stop right there. You mean like how water would still be coming from the same pipeline, but there was
Right.
a whites only water fountain and a blacks only water fountain like
Stupid.
that?
Stupid thinking.
You're on the same bus, breathing the same air, but you got a white section in the front of the bus and a black section in the back of the bus?
Right.
Continue to tell me how stupid and primitive they are.
Listen, me, just as a maybe a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
conceptually that just wouldn't compute for me.
You have a brain.
Right?
You were taught to think. Obviously, you were raised well. You care about your appearance. You care about the community. You have strong opinions that are usually backed in fact. Oh, I'm
I think that's
sorry.
important. I think
Yeah,
that's important.
it is.
I think that's important because
Unfortunately,
we all have opinions,
uh,
but I do believe your opinions
need to
must
be
be
backed by something.
substantiated
Yes.
by fact.
Uh-huh.
You can't just come out of these things out of nowhere with ideas. I think that's bogus.
No.
We have to respect. Listen, man, I'm a big dude of respecting the craft.
Sure.
We should understand, like, all right, well,
Yeah.
especially when you have a voice,
Right.
it's irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. To just say things. But here's what they did. They continue to tell you that they're going to fix the problem. So let's look at what they've done. Let's give the Democratic Party a report card. We already know why the Republicans behave the way that they do, because they don't think you'll ever get out of bed with the Democrats, and the majority of us
Mm.
won't. So why are they going to waste their time when there's plenty of other bases that want their support, plenty of other bases that want their money, plenty of other bases that want to have a conversation? And my whole thing is, if you can't stand up to scrutiny, what you are is a fraud.
Mm.
When you tell people, hey, you know what? Don't have Blexit come on the campus, and if they come on the campus, don't have a conversation with them, don't engage. Why not? You don't want to see what the other side has to offer? Just to know. It doesn't mean that you're going to buy into it. Doesn't mean that you're going to subscribe to it. Doesn't mean that you're not going to change your mind. But when I ask people why they vote Democrat, especially our people, and I say, can you please tell me the policies you're voting for?
Oh, come on.
Donald Trump's a racist.
Come on. That's not a policy. All right. So right now we're in a paradoxical situation,
Sure.
right? It's a situation where, okay, you have the Democrats
Right.
who expect your vote.
Right.
You ain't black
Yeah. You don't
if
vote
you
for
don't
me.
vote Democrat,
You're
right?
gonna tell a black man
Right.
that on his own show.
Right.
And
And
then
I'm like-
have black people come and defend it.
I'm like, wait. So Democrats got game. It's like that dude. Like,
Mhm.
and I brought, this is how I parallel it.
Mhm.
I brought it to relationships. It's like that dude who know he got you.
Man, he ain't got
He's not gonna do nothing.
He gonna come over and clap and then go right back to his wife.
Bang. And then Republicans is on some, they're like, they're not gonna mess with me no way. So
What's the point?
F them. Right? So
Yeah, they go where they're celebrated, not where they're tolerated, unlike us. So,
all right,
left wing,
here go the hard course.
right wing, same,
Same
bird.
bird. So here's the question.
Mhm.
This is what people want to know. Y'all want to know this, right?
Here it comes. Go ahead.
How on earth do we leverage our votes? How do we make people understand initially
Mhm.
that, listen, this is what we're going to do. We are going, because people of the LGBTQ, they were able to do it,
Sure.
right? Obama saw that and he was like, oh, this is what y'all want.
They wrote him
This
a
is what y'all
check.
expect. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So how do we, oh, wait.
You're not gonna let me just gloss over that, huh?
No, it's not.
Ah.
That's
So-
what we got to do. We got to buy in.
Oh, you're one of those. Smooth. I thought you were better than that. You don't realize you do you think you live in a country?
No, listen. I'm
Is that air you think you're
you see
breathing
me?
right now?
No, look, I'm all ears.
Let Mr. Anderson pull you out of the political matrix for a minute.
Go ahead.
Black people have done a phenomenal job taking souls to the polls.
Mm.
Good job, dumbass. You done half the job. Everybody else understands how this works. I don't just back people with my vote. I back people with a check.
Right.
I'll give you an example. Do you remember in South Philadelphia when that situation happened where those two brothers got arrested in Starbucks for wanting to use the bathroom?
Right. That was crazy.
That happened in my good friend Kenyatta Johnson's district.
I'm familiar with Kenyatta Johnson. I'm close enough to Philly to know.
Yeah, he is.
I support Kenyatta Johnson.
Yes, he is the president of the city council.
Mm-hmm.
I've been supporting him when he was a state rep.
Oh,
I've been supporting
okay.
him for
You dug
15
in.
years.
Word.
Right. I don't just support him with my endorsement because he is a Democrat. For those of you who think I'm just a card carrying Trump supporter, I'm not. I'm a card carrying Dave supporter.
Right.
But I also understand, like everybody else understands. My father and my mother were diametrically opposed on something that changed the course of my life. My mother says, "David, do you know what the golden rule is?" And I say, "Yes, mommy. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." And she would say, "That's right." My father would say, "David, do you know what the golden rule is?" "Yes, Dad, I do." "What is it, boy?" "Whoever has the gold rules." Good boy.
Ooh.
It's not either or, it's yes and. We
Wait.
stop
Which one worked for you?
both.
I'm all ears.
I'm an asshole,
Okay.
but I'm not an asshole to people. I'm an asshole to excuses. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
I am kind. I stopped being nice in college. I am a good man. Nice guys,
Finish last.
thank you. We ain't got time to be nice. Nice is what got us in here. Nice is what the baby boomers did. We shall overcome while getting beat down in the ass.
Hey.
Fuck that overcoming shit.
Okay.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me. You've seen Eyes on the Prize. So these niggas still singing these stupid ass songs and getting nothing.
Negro spirituals and
And respect to them. Respect to them.
Right.
But they should have kept up with the Black liberation movement instead of that COINTEL operation called civil rights. Because civil rights was a Trojan horse in order to use the Black community and weaponize the Black community to get rights for fat, ugly white women and every other minority group and every other trick bag in the world.
Sound like you want to talk about affirmative action.
Why would I want to talk about something that benefits white women? I thought we were having a Black conversation.
Well,
What's next? You want to talk about DEI?
Wait. Hold up. Pump brakes. Pump brakes. Pump
I
brakes.
thought we were shifting gears.
No,
I
no.
thought this was
Pump brakes.
so when I hit the clutch, now all of a sudden we got to pump the brakes.
Hey, time out. I'm the driver.
You
Hold
drive.
on. I'm
You
driving.
drive.
Hold
This-
on.
This your car.
What we talking about? All right, hey, pull up. What we doing? Talk about that.
Talk about what?
Talk about that.
Talk about what?
That.
What?
That.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean? What are we talking
You
about?
just glossed over. We can't gloss over anything.
What, affirmative action?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
Affirmative action
Please.
is the daughter of civil rights.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mentor was, I still say is because I feel his spirit all the time, is a man named Dick Gregory. I have many mentors, but he was one of them.
Hey, wait. You were mentored by Dick Gregory?
Yes, I was mentored by Dick Gregory.
Gregory's that guy,
Absolutely.
man. Oh,
He said, boy, when you stop eating and you start talking about something other than records, you're going to be dangerous. Huh? Huh?
oh shit. He put you on.
Yeah, he put me on 12.
It sounded like he birthed you. Is that
Listen,
you were birthed by Dick Gregory?
not directly, not from his.
No, not from his womb.
But
I'd imagine not.
I'm the product.
I mean, as far as what you know,
Yeah, I know what
you know what I mean. Metaphorically, like
metaphorically, I'm the product of Dick Gregory, James Brown, Les Brown, Robert Kiyosaki. But Dick Gregory specifically would tell me things that I couldn't fathom.
Dick Gregory had no damn patience, yo.
Why? He was patient long enough. He saw his friends gunned down.
Right,
He saw Black people not willing to listen.
right, yeah, yeah.
He didn't. I got with Dick
No
Gregory in
nonsense, bro.
07.
Oh my
He didn't have much time left.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah,
He-
right, right. Dick Gregory was
The-
not playing with
He
you.
was not playing. Like I'm Dr. Claude Anderson. I am the serpentor of Black growth and liberation.
Explain Serpentor to the people.
Serpentor was what happened when Cobra on G.I. Joe realized that Cobra Commander couldn't get the job done and they didn't trust Destro to do the job.
Well,
And I don't care what nobody says.
keep it going.
Destro was Black.
keep it going.
Destro was Black. I don't care what
Yeah?
nobody says. I swear, in my mind, in my heart, I feel like Destro was just a light-skinned Black man with a silver mask.
Okay,
But they didn't think Destro could do the job
you
either.
had it.
Cobra Commander was obviously and I mean, Cobra Commander was dope, but they decided to take the deoxyribonucleic acid from the greatest
Wait,
terrorist.
stop it, man. Wait a minute, brother. Wait, bro.
What did I do?
Pay grades. Now, hold on, brother. Like when you start kicking those type of terms, you got
My brother, you kicking the metaphysical,
Yeah,
diabolical,
we
mythological. Sorry.
Hey.
Let me dial that back.
Yeah.
If you ever want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a
Book.
cartoon.
Oh, that too.
Always.
I thought it was the book.
It was the book until they realized that we wasn't going to read.
Uh,
So they hide it in plain sight and subconsciously program your mind.
I kind of missed something here.
But no, I don't want to miss the I don't want to miss the DNA conversation.
Go ahead.
So when I was 11 years old, I got this G.I. Joe snow play set with the Cobra rockets that shot out. It was
Mhm.
really cool. Had the winter storm shadow.
Go ahead.
I always rooted for Cobra because I thought G.I. Joe was a bunch of BS until Sergeant Slaughter showed up. When Sergeant Slaughter showed up, it was on and
And then he
popping.
came on with the WWF back.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I saw Sergeant Slaughter 2024. I had a tear in my eye and I shook his hand. I said, "Thank you for my childhood." I was like, "You made me."
Damn, you
believe."
met Sergeant Slaughter and
Yes,
shook
I
his
did.
hand? No,
Yes,
no.
I did. Took pictures with him,
Damn.
everything. Let me tell you, I love Sergeant Slaughter. I ain't gonna hold you.
I remember Sergeant Slaughter, man.
Even when he defected, I love Sergeant Slaughter. because he
Mm.
thought America went soft. I'm not mad at that. He had them Joes
Right.
hawking.
We get. Oh, we're gonna get into that. You don't even understand where we about to go.
Bro, but
But let's
let me break down the Serpentor thing.
please.
So because Cobra Commander was inept and they didn't feel like Destro was ready, they decided to collect the deoxyribonucleic acid from I want to make sure I get this right. Rasputin,
Mm.
Genghis Khan, like every single person with the exception of who had come close, if not succeeded in some way. Hannibal, anybody who had taken over the world, they wanted their DNA and they created a super soldier named Serpentor. And Serpentor was a decider, not unlike George W. Bush. And he said something, that's what it was. And he'd say, "This I command."
Oh,
Deoxyribonucleic acid I learned about in 1989, so that when O.J. Simpson was driving in a Bronco or in the backseat because AC was driving him, I knew what DNA was
oh.
because of G.I. Joe. Not because I'm smarter than you. I just remember
You was
deoxyribonucleic
tapped
acid.
in though.
I'm the son of teachers. Of course I'm tapped. I gotta explain why I'm watching. What did you learn from G.I. Joe? Well, did you know that every human being is made up of deoxyribonucleic acid? What's that? That's DNA and the building blocks of all
Mm.
this, that, and the third. Like I had to be able to justify what I watched and I listened to.
Right.
So I watched and listened with different eyes and
No,
ears
no,
than the
no,
average bear.
no, no, no. It's way smooth if you say you listen and you watch.
I listened.
There you go. Keep going.
Yeah. And so not only did you have the introduction of DNA into the lexicon, but you also had genetic manipulation, cloning, gene splicing, all in the rise of Serpentor.
What?
Yeah. Also, G.I. Joe was the first time I heard of anybody doing anything. They had a weather modulator, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, but they do that now. Like,
It's called
uh,
predictive programming.
wait.
Wait, am I taking y'all too fast?
Wait a minute. No. You're not. We might. No. My viewers got this. We got a
Okay.
few conspiracy theorists up in this piece, right? Shout out to all my conspiracy theorists.
Yes,
Go
hello,
ahead and
conspiracy theorists.
timestamp this part right now and talk about it. Listen, I'm a low-key conspiracy theorist.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that.
Do you realize the term conspiracy theorist is a conspiracy theory? The term didn't exist before the Kennedy assassination. It's made up. It's a marketing term in order to keep you discredited.
right.
Like fake news, fake news, or alternative facts. These are all
Oh my,
marketing.
yo, no, wait. Time out. Alternative facts was made up by that was Trump homegirl, yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. When I saw that come out,
She said they have their facts. We have
alternative
facts.
facts. I was like,
But that's the thing, bro. Predictive programming, or what I was introduced to by Dr. Sari Thomas at Temple University, is known as culture lagging. If you put something out enough, by the time it actually happens, you're not blown away by it. Think about how they had all those movies about cloning, and they kept doing
Yeah.
cloning movies, and all of a sudden, Dolly the
soften you up
sheep.
to it. It's almost like they're slow walking you into it.
Of course. So by the time it happens, you're not even blown away by it.
Right,
They're talking about this,
right.
this 3-1, whatever the hell it's called, thing that could be a ship. Maybe it's a ship. Maybe it's just a rock.
Oh, the 12-mile
12
comet?
mile long, coming from
Comet.
it's
Comet.
a comet that's 12 miles long, coming from a completely different solar system that is going to absorb energy from the sun when it passes by the sun
Right.
into our
Listen,
solar
let me tell you something about something.
I saw Independence Day.
Right. When something comes over here, anybody who is so advanced that they can make it from the observable. Don't get me into space nerding, bro, because I'm on that.
Bro.
I can tell you about Kepler B and all that. Don't even do that to me.
Bro.
Listen, don't do that.
Don't get me in a room
Don't
with
do
Neil
that.
deGrasse Tyson. We're
Don't
gonna
do
be
that.
here for a long
Don't
time.
do that, because I could go there. I'm an information whore. I got stupid knowledge for dumb reasons.
He said I got stupid knowledge for dumb reasons.
Right.
Crazy.
So look, listen, I'm into that. So what I'm saying is that, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I know how many times I can reiterate that. But look, what's I'm gonna say? If there is technology that can get from any of those places which are light years away, right? Several light years away, like it's unfathomable for us to do it unless we somehow exponentially increased our method of propulsion, which I can't see it in the near future. Either somebody is a much more ancient situation or a much more developed civilization, right?
I love
If
this.
they're able to come over here, if anything that is a sentient being can come over here,
He says.
then they probably not violent. They were probably civil because for that type of um cerebral power, you probably are above the bullshit. That's just my theory.
Let's
I could
just
be wrong.
say, for entertainment purposes, because I don't want somebody to say, "Oh, he's a crackpot. He's crazy."
No, keep it going. And I know you don't even talk about stuff like this on a regular.
No.
I don't.
Why should I?
I've been turning people out, man. Like, I'm sorry,
Pause.
y'all. Pause. No Diddy. But,
Yeah.
but
Make sure ain't no baby on this bitch. You got to tickle me Elmo. I'm a little concerned.
Hey, that's not a tickle me. That's just
It's a regular Elmo.
Yeah, no tickle me.
No disrespect, Elmo.
No tickle me.
No tickling.
No tickling.
He ain't been diddled yet.
No, he ain't.
No baby. This
He
not
just
baby.
chilling.
This ain't baby oil Elmo.
No. You see, he
make sure.
ain't even moved yet. He just chilling.
Here's what I know. Maybe, hypothetically, for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything I'm saying. I'm just doing this for the show to get you guys to click and subscribe and
Click, baby.
hit that like button if you like what's being said here. Maybe, just maybe, we're their experiment. Maybe, just maybe, wait for it, we the aliens. Maybe, just maybe, you already knew. Can you explain to me why 3 of the biggest pyramids line up perfectly with Orion's belt?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, we're not going there.
So go ahead.
Okay,
I'm not gonna stop you.
No, I mean, can we explain why Stargate and the Fifth Element? And by the way, Mila Jovovich, love Mila Jovovich, phenomenal woman, but I think it's some bullshit that the Fifth Element would have been a white woman, stacked as she is.
Right.
No.
I'm with you.
No. Out of Egypt. Come on. And then
that's not what the Egyptian woman looks like. But keep it going.
At all. But again,
Egypt so happy to be in Africa, but keep going.
Yeah, no, they don't want to have that conversation because, Jesus was black, and then when Jesus had to flee, he fled to Egypt. But I can't keep believing that Egyptians look like Elizabeth Taylor. But let me keep flowing for a minute. Do you remember the first 10 minutes of The Fifth Element?
Did it have Chris Tucker in it?
No.
No.
That role was supposed to be played by Prince, but Prince was like, "This too fruity for me."
Nuh-uh. Stop it.
Y'all can fact check. We got nothing better to do.
Prince?
They made that role for Prince.
Wait. Prince? You talking about ass out, purple wearing,
take your bitch,
perm
Prince.
having.
That wasn't a perm. He's mixed.
Okay.
This ain't a perm.
All right. Ass out. Purple wearing. Said it was too feminine for him.
Yeah, he said no.
What? They did back Vanity, so I can't even throw it a whole bunch.
Vanity, Apollonia, Sheila E.
Go look up Vanity.
Easton.
Y'all young people, go look up Vanity.
Denise Matthews, if you can't find
destroying your Jada Pinkett and Halle Berry. Stop it.
Listen, I know people personally who dated that man.
Prince?
Yes.
And what they say about him?
He's the same thing I'd say about him when I met him. He's awesome. He's dope. He's fun. He's hilarious.
I believe it.
Prince is dope, bro.
I believe it.
Like, Prince was a different type of dude, and Prince was dangerous. Do you know Prince invented he was the precursor to iTunes? He's the precursor to all this Prime stuff.
Prince think outside of the box, man.
Prince never stepped in the box.
A lot of people think that genius is one-dimensional. It's not.
Prince played 4D chess, like different type of animal.
Wait, time out. I have a chessboard here. What is 4D chess?
That's when you're playing chess. Have you ever seen Star Trek: The Next Generation? They have a 4D chess player. It's played on several levels.
Oh no, I never did that.
Yeah,
so I can do this. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'll probably beat you real bad on this.
I mean, keep dreaming. I think everybody's got goals in life, but Prince understood the importance of growth. He understood the importance of marketing. He understood the importance of betting on himself. He understood going direct to consumer. Do you know that because of Prince, you can never include the album sales and the cost of your concert ticket, because he did it on a musicology tour and just toured
Yeah.
around the world like twice. And they said, never
Yes.
before, never again.
What I understood about Prince, I saw him on the Tonight Show for a few moments, and there's like viral clips about it.
Mm.
Once I saw where he broke down,
When it came to sharing in revenue.
yes,
Yeah.
that right there let me know he had a different understanding than your
Mhm.
average person. I was like, nah, he's not on the same plane
No.
as these average artists. He's on some other man.
Nine
I
octave
call that the
range.
other man. He's on some
Yeah,
other
he's
man.
on some other man.
Yeah, true that.
Different dude, man. He played every instrument, recorded
Yeah.
his own stuff. You're not spending a production budget on Prince. He is the production budget. He don't need you. The only person that comes close to Prince in our lifetime was Ray Charles, because Ray Charles got that 4-track,
Woo!
but Prince still played more instruments. Musically, Prince smokes Michael Jackson. Musically, Michael ain't play no instruments,
Right.
but
He could beatbox up.
Michael Jackson was a master at arrangement. Michael Jackson was a master at beatbox.
Composing. People listen. Composing is a whole nother animal. Listen,
Completely
I
different animal.
respect the composing,
Mm.
and it comes out even in video. There's such
Yeah.
a thing as composing,
Yeah.
and I so respect it. Composition is the end all be all. I'm a fan of composition.
But we the aliens, bro.
Right.
And the fact that Prince walked away from that role, and that role, again, I think that was the first role I saw where they took a black man and made him as effeminate as humanly possible, as androgynous as humanly possible.
Mm.
Come in, my man.
Don't do that.
Go back and watch it and imagine Prince
Don't do
doing
that.
that.
Don't do that.
Prince ain't going to do it. Do you know there's a version of Bad that has Michael and Prince on it? Oh, I'm sorry. You thought Wesley Snipes was originally cast for that. Cool.
Oh,
Enjoy yourself.
never mind. All right. Hold on.
It's all right. You driving the car.
You're shifting gears.
Shift.
Shifting gears. This is a crazy shift. This don't even make sense.
It's all
I
right.
went from like 5 to 2,
You good?
right? I want to know something,
Sure.
right? This is something that we talked about.
Mhm.
Well, you talked about in your book,
Mhm.
and I really wanted to know about it because this something that we might have touched on, but I really want to go deep
Sure.
into this. Military benefits, as far as
Mhm.
because that whole thing. Why is it that that's not a viable option?
I think military benefits are great if you can get them. Look at how jacked up the VA is right now. I have friends, I have business partners who have spouses
Mm.
that serve this country with dignity, with respect, done 2, 3 tours, have so much PTSD that their spouses have to hide the sharp objects in the house. And
Oh,
getting psychological care and treatment is, you might as well start doing Chinese arithmetic and be Helen Keller.
oh my! Helen Keller's deaf,
And
dumb.
no, she wasn't dumb,
No.
but she was deaf and blind
Deaf and blind. Okay,
and
not that.
still gave graduation speeches.
Yeah,
Go figure that.
deaf and blind.
So what I'm saying to you is, if it's not being played on all levels fairly, then how is it a benefit if you have to fight to achieve it? And I'm not talking about picking up a weapon in defense of your country. I'm talking about
Mm.
trying to find a way to get what you are entitled to from your blood, sweat, and tears and your service to this country. It's real cute. We see somebody in a military uniform and we say, thank you for your service. And they say, thank you for your support. But go to California, and I know y'all love Mayonnaise McConaughey, aka Gavin Newsom, but
Gavin Newsom.
I like to call him Mayonnaise McConaughey. They swear this dude gonna be president. If he's
No, he's not.
president,
He's a radical. It's not gonna happen.
he's a
radical.
joke.
He's a radical.
Homelessness skyrocketed under this man's watch. Skid Row is horrible. The veterans are horrible under this man. We should boo
Not a
this
Gavin
man.
Newsom fan, bro. I can't get behind it. First off, I'm a gearhead.
Mm.
For any of y'all who know, I'm a gearhead. I don't want to ever drive an electric car. Ever. I think that if you want to, you should be able to.
Sure.
I think it should be a choice, but I'm a gearhead. I
I mean,
like
if you want,
turbos.
if you
I
want
like,
somebody
you know,
to be able to shut you down
I'm a
wherever
two-way
you are.
advocate. This man made the 3D printer illegal just because people 3D print maybe switches and some parts of weapons. He made it illegal. I don't know if you did that. I don't know if you know. This man has written 12 executive orders against 2A
And hasn't written one,
in a night.
but hasn't written one to help his constituency.
No.
He doesn't do anything tangible. Everything is strategery, to quote George W.
This
Bush.
it seems like he just wants to control things.
So
So
of course he does. He's
I
a
can't.
Democrat. That's all they want to do. Because if I control you and I also control your access to solving the problem, then you become dependent on me and then I can justify my mediocre existence.
I got a weird question.
Sure.
In all honesty, right?
Sure.
I would love,
Mhm.
love to
Mhm.
see somebody purple get up in there. I would love to see an independent, somebody who actually has sense. No, oh God, I guess you don't think that this is a reality
Ah.
because there's certain things that I dig about Democrats, which is very few. I do understand civil rights, right? I do, which okay, I get it, but you know what I mean, and I only mean that in opposition of what happens sometimes, right? What the Republicans' rhetoric is with that.
Mhm.
I do understand affirmative action to an extent, which what it's supposed to be, not what it is, not what it is, but what it's supposed to be,
I gotta
right?
stop making these looks on my face. Keep flowing.
No, keep it going. What it's supposed to be, not what it is, because we know that's two different, very different things, very different things. And I understand it. I almost should think I'm slow.
No, no, no. You
But
smart.
right, so that's that what it's supposed to be. And I know the Democrats are playing games, right?
Mhm.
With that, they like carrot over. It's the carrot with the whole. You know how the carrot go?
Yeah.
You never can actually reach the
No.
carrot, but it's always in
Ooh, you
front of
gotta
your
be quicker
face,
than that.
right?
Mhm.
Right. Um, and then there's certain things Republicans just be wild with, wild. The people who, yeah, wild. The racist stuff is crazy sometimes.
Mhm.
So it's like, damn, where do we go? Nobody seems to appreciate Black people. Is there such a thing? Is there a possibility of a person that's an independent that can actually act really support what it is that's the real Black agenda? Go ahead.
Smooth. I think you think that an independent won't be corrupted. Most assuredly, they would. Here's what I need you to understand. Instead of trying to just say, "Oh, well, let's just reject the two-party system. Let's just go ahead and find an independent candidate."
Mhm.
That's like finding a strong, independent woman that you can then lead.
Uh-oh.
It sounds cool in terms, but it don't
But that
really
doesn't
exist
that
because
doesn't
those things
compute.
are contradictory and diametrically
Right.
opposed to one another.
Oxymoron. Stop it. Go ahead.
It's very oxymoronic. But here's the thing: there is two things throughout history, not Black history, not white history, all of human history, that any dominant society respects. Only two. Once you have one or both of those two things, change will inevitably happen. Would you like to know what those two things are?
Go ahead.
The first one is the loss of revenue,
Mm.
the serious loss of revenue. Not this dumb Negro shit led by T.I. No disrespect to T.I. at all. He's the king of the South. I love T.I. I just don't want him in my politics. Having a 1 day or 1 week protest, I can outreach you a week. And think about it. When y'all have these 1 day protests, what do people do? They either get their gas or whatever it is that they're protesting the day before or the day after. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. But when you start shutting down entire systems, if everybody takes a sick day,
Mm.
you working. They have government people working at the time we're taping this in the middle of a government shutdown, working voluntarily, but they've been furloughed. I was in the airport leaving the Tennessee mountains and heading back to Philly. And I was talking to a TSA worker who happened to be a fan of my work, which I'm always humbled by. She said, "Mr. Anderson, yeah." I said, "I thought the government was shutting down. What you doing?" She's like, "Oh no, I'm furloughed, but I have to volunteer to be here." I said, "You have to volunteer to be here. That's not voluntary. That's not like involuntary." She said, "Yeah, but that's what they call it."
Stop it.
So
Stop
loss
it.
of revenue is the first thing to enact any change. The second thing, why would I even get into the second thing?
No,
Why
we're
did-
going to. No, you ain't doing that to us. Stop. Y'all
Here's
gonna
why.
have to do that. No, we're not doing that.
Smooth. Here's why I don't want to tell you what the second thing.
No, you gonna tell us anyway.
I want to tell you anyway, but this is why I hesitate to tell you. Because the truth of the matter is the majority of black people who are going to watch this, the majority of black people who are going to reference this when I'm dead will realize I'm 100% right. And they're only going to have the man or woman or non-binary jigaboo person in the mirror to bleed. The second thing to get, if you want to impact real, sustainable, earth-shifting, culture-shifting, life-shifting change, the loss of blood. These Negroes nowadays wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
Okay.
Oh, and then there's going to be somebody in the comments who's going to say, well, what about George Floyd? What about George Floyd? George Floyd and you burn down your own neighborhoods. Good job, dumbass. And then you burn down places that you knew were insured.
Time out. You ain't supposed to say us part out loud.
Why not?
What you mean?
Oh, so I'm also not
All right.
supposed to say the part when you looked at the footage that was in the trial for Derek Chauvin, who I'm not a fan of because I think he's a dick, where George Floyd asked to be put on the ground? We're not gonna talk. Okay, never mind. Y'all want to talk about that because he's your
Hey,
hero.
look.
Because your
Listen,
hero,
There
your
ain't
hero,
no leashes over here.
huh?
There ain't no restraints over here.
I know, but I'm
Whatever
talking to
happens,
your audience,
happens.
not you. But your
Whatever happens, happens.
your hero was a coke fiend. Your hero was a dope fiend. Your hero was high out of his mind. Your hero was passing off illegal bills. Your hero was a star on Hub, and yes, he was a father.
P-Hub.
I'm sorry, corn.
Don't worry. I'm
Corn
gonna
Hub.
edit this. Don't worry. You're good.
But you know why Ben Crump would never come to avenge somebody like me? I'm a genius. I'm an upstanding citizen. I barely have a couple of traffic tickets. Sometimes I forget to pay my Easy Pass bill, but other than that, I'm clean.
Damn.
You got to keep your perfect record of making
Oh,
sure
you're not
that
one of those auto draft easy passers?
I was, but then the whole thing got switched up. See how the checking account and the savings account. I ain't doing either. The hell with y'all Easy Pass. Y'all ain't about to get money for free. Y'all ain't about to bill interest on my bread. I pay when I need to pay. When it's time for me to
That's just
re-up,
how I'm coming.
I'm
Pause.
going to re-up. If I'm
Eh?
going to re-up for the work, I'm re-up for the work when
thought it was
I need
just
to
me.
work.
I
I don't
thought-
need work on demand.
I thought it was just me.
No, it's not.
That's just me.
I thought it was
Oh, I thought I was a
me
hater.
that made that girl this way.
Woo! All right, listen.
Yes, sir.
You know what's about to happen now?
What's about to happen now?
Take a guess.
Rapid fire questions, hot seat
No.
questions.
Oh, you don't want that.
I got nothing to do, bro.
Oh,
I ain't done your question yet.
all right,
Y'all don't want that.
I got a gear shift.
Uh-oh, it's another gear
I got a
shift.
gear shift.
Let's go.
I got a surprise, and
Uh-oh.
you might be mad at me for this, man, because I may have tricked you. I may have manipulated you.
You've hoodwinked me.
I may have hoodwinked you. You might have been bamboozled.
Let us straight.
Real talk.
Let's go.
Real talk.
Come on.
I don't know if you're even ready for this. Pause.
I'm always ready. Pause.
I am not FBA. I am not ADOS.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
My business partner in one of my businesses is Jamaican.
Right.
He's not a foundational Black American.
So I heard a lot of mention about, and this is the thing. This is a topic now that comes up a lot.
Sure.
I hope you ain't scared. I ain't never scared.
Scared of what?
I'm-
Have you
I'm-
met Bone
I
Crusher?
ain't never scared. Right. But I want to talk about this, right?
Yes.
Because when everybody
Drink
else looks
some
at
water.
us,
Go ahead.
drink some water. Everyone else looks at us.
Mhm.
You know what we are,
Mhm.
right? And so I'm gonna just break down my entire situation.
Mhm.
My family we were colonized by the British. Our beef was with the British, right?
So you're Caribbean.
Yeah, we were born in they were born in Guyana,
Mhm.
right? My older siblings were born in Guyana.
Mhm.
I am the first to be a Yankee. So it's crazy because
Yankee boy.
I'm a Yankee. I'm not even accepted by Guyanese, but then I'm not accepted by ADOS. I'm not accepted by FBA. It's like, damn, do I have a home? What are we doing? Like, so technically Guyanese American. However, I was born here, so I didn't even know there was a difference.
How did
when
you
I was
not
in
know there
school.
was a difference?
I was in school because look, I'm a kid. I'm learning my lingo and everything came
Yeah,
from
us.
the peers,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
and we did what it do. We talked. Everybody was cool. I wasn't that cool, but we were I thought we were about the same. And our struggles were our struggles. When we got pulled over, we got pulled over. We got harassed by cops. We got harassed by cops.
Sure.
Right? Everything was the same.
Right.
And I never saw myself as anything
different
other than being black.
yeah.
Right? I never looked at my brothers and sisters to say, I never try to do that bullshit about looking down or feeling like we better than. I felt like we all in a bunch. I feel like some of us do better. Some of us ain't with the shits. Some of us ain't informed. But that was about it. Right? And there's a whole conversation. Right? I don't want to name drop, but we know who. There's some cats.
Name drop.
Oof.
You brought it up. Let's
So we
go.
got like Tariq Nasheed and shit
Sure,
like
I
that.
know Tariq.
He's
Very
certainly
well.
not with the. I see a lot of things where he's not for it, and I would talk to
Not
him.
for what?
Well,
Be specific.
well, he has. I'm not saying he's not for anything, but what I'm
just
saying
did
is,
it. Just-
no. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I see a lot of his encounters
Uh-huh.
as negative towards people who are not FBA. As far as I'm gonna tell you where I stand as far as reparations are concerned.
Certainly.
Go ahead and get it. Our beef is with the British. If we want reparations, then I need to tackle the British and be like, y'all owe us reparations.
Right.
And I dig that.
Right.
And y'all fight is y'all fight. And would I support it? Go ahead and get yours.
Right.
But I don't know if I have a dog in the fight. All I'm saying is that 40 million black people. Are we
Right.
counted in that?
Are you? Here's the thing. You're asking me to
No. I don't need. So, no. All right. Well, all right. I'm going to finish it off then. So what I'm saying is that all the outsiders, when you get pulled over by police in one of them weird ass towns that'll pull you over for no reason,
34 cities, 19 states. Keep going.
they don't ask you FBA, they don't care. We all, you know what to them. So what I'm saying is that if that's the case, I feel like we have more of a fighting chance to be united as one, right? I do.
That's so beautiful.
Right.
Keep going.
Right.
I love this.
And it might not even work. I don't know. But I want to know where we stand on that.
Okay.
Because to me, I feel like, yo, we all black, right? I feel like we can have collective goals.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
I feel like as far as everyone else is concerned, we're the same. And that doesn't mean we have to consider ourselves the same. But what I'm saying is that what is it that's separating us? Because the main thing is divide and conquer.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
If we are more of a collective group, then we are stronger.
So let's take a few
Take a deep dive.
Let's take a few things. The first thing I want to address, and again, Tariq does not need me to defend him, nor am I here to do so. Tariq is a friend. I like Tariq. Tariq's a good guy. I've toured with Tariq. I've written books with Tariq. I've stood on his stage at the rally for reparations and told black people to their face, the first thing you need to do if you're looking for reparations is to prepare yourselves.
Okay.
I'm willing to have that conversation. Most people aren't. Ain't nobody going to fear you if you can't do a push-up, Roland Martin. I'm talking to you.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Shots fired.
It's not a shot. Have you seen that man? Is that who?
I have.
If you had to pick any black person, public figure, to lead the revolution, where on your list of let me be reasonable of 100 people, where would Roland Martin rank as a person to lead you?
I want to be respectful, Roland Martin, but I'm gonna say not high.
Give me a number. Don't pussyfoot.
Oh,
We chewing the fat, ain't we? What's fatter than Roland Martin right now?
Whoa!
It's the shot. I thought those were the shots.
Hey, no. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay.
You smooth. We're supposed to be chewing the fat.
Damn.
What's the number, Smooth?
I don't even know if you're ranking 100, man. Could I say that?
It's your show. You can say whatever you want.
I don't think you're ranking 100, bro.
He's also not a foundational black American, and he spends his entire existence.
Wait. Time out. We can't gloss over that. Where Roland Martin from?
Ain't he from Haiti? Well, no. Let's run it.
That's what we doing.
We're doing real-time research.
Is that what we doing? Look, listen. So listen. Wait, stop it. Don't do that. Go ahead and do that.
I am.
Wait, you already know. You over here running it, but I have a feeling that you're not just gonna say something without understanding what it is
Oh,
already.
you mean the professional researcher that spent 34 years in
So what we doing?
broadcasting?
You ain't got to do that. If you know, you know. The comments are gonna fact check it.
So his ancestry on his mother's side is Haitian via Louisiana. His
Right.
Haitian roots give him a diasporic black identity that's not purely U.S. mainland black. He brings external lineage, which adds depth to his Black American get my iPad experience. Bit, 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 bit.
So no.
So
No.
he is what we
What I
call.
will say is that homeboy means well. I think his approach is.
The fuck
Wait,
out of here!
wait. I think his approach is trash. I think look. So here's one thing that I learned.
No.
Wait.
Before I let you go,
I
I'm
want you
not
to
gonna roll. I
understand
just
this.
want to. I
I
need
want you to
clarification.
understand this.
Go ahead, please.
No one in the movie of life
Oh God.
is the antagonist. Everyone, listen. Most people feel, and this is bad. I don't ever use feel behind myself, but most people
Feel like they're the
feel like
good
they're doing
guy.
the right thing.
Certainly.
Right.
I got that talk when I did my first reality show.
Hey, keep it going. I'm not gonna stop.
If I were, have you read a comic book before?
Plenty.
Okay, cool. So
Mm.
let's take DC Comics, for example.
Okay.
If I were to tell you,
Superman, Batman.
yeah,
Go ahead.
those
Wonder Woman.
guys. Let me ask you something. If I were to tell you there's a guy who is a billionaire, who is self-serving, obviously suffers from some trauma, and absolutely wants to make sure that a Kryptonian with godlike powers goes checked, because if he doesn't go unchecked, it could be dire consequences for the people of Earth. Who would I be talking about?
Could be Superman.
No, I know we're talking, but there's only one Kryptonian worth talking about. Ain't nobody talking about Kara Zor-El. I'm talking about the person I described who's concerned
Okay.
about a man with godlike powers, an alien with godlike powers taking over the world and going rogue one day. Because all this could be an act. Who am I talking about?
Go ahead.
A billionaire. I'm asking you, who am I talking about?
Who? Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Most people would say Lex Luthor. That tells me you read a lot of comics. Because Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor only suffer from one diametric difference: PR.
Ooh. Bars. Keep going though.
That and Lex Luthor became president. Batman has no desire to take a demotion.
Wow.
But Batman knows how to kill every single member of the Justice League better than the daggone supervillains do.
Right. No, that's if you read the comics.
What bothers me, and this is where the term tether comes from.
Yes.
Roland Martin is a tether because he's trying. Go to my iPad, and you need to stop. And then this person and Stephen A. Smith, you don't know nothing. And Jasmine Crockett, she did this.
Hey, time out. How versed are you in comedy? Because these impersonations are getting.
I'm a Laugh House original. I predate Kevin Hart at the Laugh House. Like, I'm in the Michael Blackson chocolate class of the Laugh House. So 1997 to
I'm wondering why these
2001.
impressions are yeah. All right, keep it going though.
So this is the problem. And it amazes me that so many people, and I don't think you're necessarily a tether in the negative
I am the
connotation.
tether.
Hear me out.
Keep it going.
In the negative connotation. Roland Martin's 100% a tether in the negative connotation.
Yes.
Because he does not mean Black Americans any good. Because
Okay.
he has yet to ask for any tangible benefit from anybody. But he's in bed with the Congressional Black Caucus. You're a dumbass.
Ah.
He's like Eric Cartman with a bad receding hairline.
Oh no, we're not gonna call him the brain or nothing, are we?
No, I'm not gonna call him a brain. That would be too much like a compliment.
Wait, what we doing? Don't do that.
No, that's the thing with these types of folks.
Wait.
Mhm.
While we on that subject, sure. While we on that subject. No. All right, I got one. Just hold that thought. I got it. But so look, I want to know, because I really want to dive deep into this.
I got
right?
nowhere to go.
I want to know what it is that we can do, because
What is
I feel
we?
like we, Black people, melanated people.
Melanated. Mexicans are melanated.
No.
White people are
Okay.
melanated.
Well, when I say Black people,
All people trace back to Africa.
all right,
So who is
can I make
we?
it simple?
Certainly.
People that are pulled over by police on a serious basis, people who are stereotyped on a regular basis, people who are included in weird deletion rates, when they lie, and we could bring them numbers out because I got them. I
Oh,
got
no,
some
I
facts.
know the numbers. I don't need you to. I'm son, nephew,
Right,
brother of cops.
right, right, right,
I know these
right.
numbers
So
intimately.
I know the real numbers too,
Sure.
right? As to what happens, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is that people who are typically stereotyped, people who are
Sure.
called black,
Okay.
right? Because at the end of the day, we I hate the factions. I hate it.
You hate the
I hate the
factions.
factions. I do because I realize to me, I'm like, yo, first off, anybody who I meet who's also black,
Mhm.
it's a certain type of connection we had. No matter what. When I talk
Mm,
to you, I'm
certainly.
like, uh, I don't even have to say certain things. We don't even have to, you know how communication
Yeah,
is
that's called a cultural frame of
10
reference.
to
I get that. Yeah,
20%
yes, there's some
actually
overlap
verbally.
there. Yeah,
We don't need a lot of that. It's damn near ESP, right?
certainly.
We know, and it's just one of them things. We can ask a question.
Right.
You know the struggle. We know the struggle, right? So, and I think I think it's similar struggles. And this could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe you can inform me on that.
Certainly, and I'll be happy to, but I'm gonna let you get it all out.
I'm willing to hear.
Please lay it all
But
out.
I love my melanated people, my black people, because I understand that y'all deal with a lot of the same shit when it comes to everybody else
Mhm,
versus us,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
We are so to me, it's like strategically,
Uh-huh.
do I think that if we were able to align, that we would be better suited to win what it is that we're trying to win? Because I think that we have all the same struggles, and I do understand, and I want you to understand something about the visa shit, right? I want because nobody talks about
The
this.
visa shit.
Nobody talks about this, but
Please keep informed.
I know because I travel. I done beat up on all of the Caribbean, been all of them places, and
Yep.
a lot of different countries. I'm getting passport stamps now and shit like that.
My man.
And here's what I understand:
Yes, sir.
the people who come here
Mhm.
are not a valid representation of what the people from those countries are, right? Because first off, I don't we as Americans,
Mhm.
no, we can just go to anywhere. You born in America, you don't I've never had to do anything but fill out some bullshit on a pencil on the air in the airplane and be like, oh, okay, here, take this. Never been rejected, never been questioned, nothing.
Right.
That's not the status for anyone else,
Certainly.
right? So what you have to understand, most people don't understand, you have to be connected politically,
Sure.
financially,
Mhm.
socially. There's different things. So the people who actually come here are usually what is considered to be elite or privileged.
The best of the best from out throughout the diaspora
So
come here. I get that. Sure.
sometimes they come with a
Attitude. Of course they do.
certain air.
Right.
And I don't want people to feel like this is an accurate representation of what the country's like,
No, but it's an
per se.
accurate representation of how tethers operate when they get here.
Okay.
And here's what I need people to understand, 2 things. The first thing is you said you are the first Yankee boy in your family, right? So, your parents were born in
Guyana, South
Guyana,
America, right?
South America, I
Yeah.
know where it is. So, when did they migrate here?
Right before I was born, like late 70s,
Late 70s.
which my father came first and then my mother came.
What
But
did your parents, when you were a child, talk about when it came to Black Americans?
they didn't. We were all black.
Ah, wonder why that is. Here's what I mean, and this is where most non-FBA people don't want to or just do not understand. Your American experience, or better said, the American experience that your parents have,
Mhm.
while we can talk about localized bigotry and things of that nature, the American experience your parents have is one of an immigrant experience. See, what people who are from South America, the Caribbean, or the mother continent don't seem to want to acknowledge is that you are treated like a model minority. There are certain things that happen because my ancestors fought for the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments for your black asses to be here, cousin. And that's what you are. You're a cousin. The Care Bears had Care Bear cousins. They were like Care Bears. They had the thing they could stare, they slide down the rainbow, but they were in the forest of feelings. The forest of feelings is not Caroline, no matter how much you want to make the forest of feelings look like Caroline. But everybody want to go to Caroline because Caroline's where it's at. We all Care Bears. We all gonna do the Care Bear stairs, but you a lion, homeboy. Just because you got the logo on your chest does not mean you're a Care Bear. You're a Care Bear cousin. The problems that are happening in the forest of feelings ain't the concern of Care-a-Lot. Neither should you be talking about the problems in Care-a-Lot when you're from the forest of feelings. Even if those problems impact you, it's not yours to work out. How you choose to sleep with your wife ain't got nothing to do with me. I got my own wife to worry about. Do you understand?
Makes sense.
That's it. But what happens is because you've been given the immigrant experience, and when I say you, I'm talking about those throughout the
In general,
diaspora
nothing
who
personal
are
on this
not
side. Go ahead.
foundational Black Americans, you think you have the right to speak on our behalf. I don't go talking to Guyanese people about what they need to fix. I don't go over to Lagos and tell the Nigerians what they need to fix. I'm not sitting around in Accra telling Ghanaians what they need to do. And here's the thing, y'all all talk all this unity shit. But the truth of the matter is, even if you just look at the mother continent, how many countries are in Africa? 54.
Right.
There are people in those 54 countries who have different tribes that can't even get along, but you want us to come
Right.
together here
No, I get
because
it.
you benefit off of a foundational Black American experience, and we just supposed to welcome you in because you's a soul brother now.
Right. So, all right. So how about this?
And again, welcome with open arms. I ain't give you nothing but love when I came up in here.
True.
I don't operate from a place of hate. And I will tell you, Tariq doesn't either. But the difference is people try to paint Tariq like he's some type of leader. You can't be a leader of a lineage. Well, he trademarked the term. I don't hear you having that smoke for the Walmart Corporation who trademarked Juneteenth.
Hey. So look, I want you to understand where my stance is, right?
Sure.
This is one of those uncomfortable conversations, but it's necessary to have.
I feel great. This is a very comfy.
No. It might be comfortable for us because I don't give a damn. You don't either,
No,
right? But some people might be cringing on this part,
of
and
course
that's
they are.
fine.
Let your
And that's
butthole
fine.
pucker. Get over it.
And that's
boss.
fine. But what I'm saying is, okay, I dig all of that.
Right.
We here now.
Sure.
What we doing, right? And look, there's a fine line that I try to teeter-totter on. I don't even know what is acceptable. What I know is that Black people are disrespected as a whole,
Okay.
right? I hate it.
Sure. Who doesn't?
I don't, and until I was a grown-up, I grew up with everybody. We were all peers. We were all
Sure.
brothers and all of that shit.
Absolutely.
Because I knew nothing else. I don't know shit about.
Right.
I learned about Guyanese culture as an adult by going back there and saying, okay, this was up, this was up.
So your
But
your parents anglicized you.
I mean, not necessarily.
Did they
We
teach
just
you?
didn't have
You just literally said your culture was taught to you when you went back there. So that
Right.
means to tell me you were raised in a house where they didn't practice anything but Americanism.
we
So
ate that way.
Oh,
We ate that way. We ate that way.
Okay.
Right?
So you did
And,
get some Guyanese culture.
right.
Okay.
So we did.
Let's tell the whole
But
story.
no, let's look. I ain't hiding from nothing.
Mm-mm.
But what I want to say is that we here, right? We
Sure.
here. And what
Sure.
I do believe that collectively we will be stronger. And what I want to know is, look, you ain't trying to hear that shit or what?
It's not that I'm not trying to hear that shit. I need you to be realistic about a situation.
Okay, go
Do
ahead.
I have any say on how you sleep with your wife?
Absolutely not.
Is there? But we all husbands, right? Still not my place, right? As long as you're not beating your wife, I have no right to intervene in your situation, correct?
Right. I get it.
That's
So
it.
look,
But you're talking about coming together. You show me
go ahead.
anywhere throughout the diaspora where everybody is coming together that way. Matter of fact, let's take all Black people off of the table when it comes to all Black people on earth. Let's take them off the table.
Go ahead.
Show me where the Asians, all of the Asians, have come together.
Well, shit, they got some bills to collectively in their favor, right? No bullshit, right? They did.
Oh, you mean the Stop Asian Hate bill?
Right.
You think they were talking about Indians when they made that bill, or were they talking about the red light district, sucky, sucky, me love you long times that caused the Asian hate bill in the first place? If we're going to talk about something, let's talk about it factually. See, Kamala Harris took off her pearls and her chucks, got on Air Force Two, and flew down to the Shaky Butts after hours massage parlors with the happy endings and said, I'm one of you. I'm going to be here for you, while still not delivering tangibles. By the way, since you care,
I do.
Explain to me why the George Floyd bill still hasn't been passed, but the Stop Asian Hate bill took approximately 48 days.
Absolutely bullshit. That's
Oh,
why.
okay, cool. So again, miss me with the we're all coming together shit.
Right. Okay. So you're not on it.
No, no, no. I'm on allyship. I'm on some Care Bear cousin shit, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like you're a foundational Black American because you're taking away not your presence,
Right.
not your right to be an American citizen, not your right to call yourself Black.
Right.
You're a different kind of Black. Vietnamese is different than Chinese people. Go to Vietnam and call somebody Japanese. Go say konnichiwa to a Vietnamese person and see how far you get. It's
Get it.
disrespectful, is it not?
Okay.
Is it not
Right.
disrespectful to
Right.
call a Vietnamese person
And
Chinese?
I'm going to tell you this. This is what I understood. Right.
Mhm.
This is what I understand. And you know,
This is phenomenal, by the
it
way.
is
I
good
really-
shit. I'll get you another.
No,
But
good
look,
for now.
this is where we at.
Sure.
What I understood is this.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think AEOS, where are their ancestors from?
So now we're going to put the whole "we're all from Africa" thing on.
No. Well, look, yes. Okay.
Okay.
West Africa to be specific, right?
Mostly.
Mostly West African, right?
Sure.
The Caribbean, same thing. You know the history.
More than most people. Sure.
Right. Bang. So what happened is
Mm-hmm.
these slave masters took us from there.
Uh-huh.
Those slave masters took us from there,
Uh-huh.
and they did what they did.
What was that?
Colonize everything else.
They already colonized. They just
Evil.
needed us to build some more stuff. But
Right.
here's the part that you
All
guys
kinds of evil.
here's the part you guys never like to talk about.
Right.
Do you know the percentage of foundational Black Americans that came over here on the boats out of the entire transatlantic slave trade?
For me.
Less than 3%.
Okay.
The majority of the slave ship, because we love talking about the whole, we all got dropped off in different places, but we all came on the same boat. No, we did not. The majority of slaves went to the Caribbean, South America, everywhere but the continental United States. Less than 3 to 4%, depending on the estimates, came on the ships. Do you know where we came from? Breeding.
Right. Okay.
Overbreeding.
Right.
We have a different
Yeah,
experience.
no, and I understand. I got a homeboy who's actually has the, you know who I'm talking about, bro. You know, he's traced his ancestry back to his people was straight out breeders,
Mm.
right? And I understand how they picked that and all of that.
So now,
I dig it.
since we understand that, and we understand that less than 3% came from the slave ship, and we were bred and
Here.
engineered here,
Right.
right? See, your ancestors had a chance to come together and build a culture. The same thing with
Okay.
Jamaicans, the same thing with Brazilian Blacks, the same thing with Cuban Blacks. Everybody else had a chance to build our culture. We built a different type of culture because we weren't
Okay.
allowed to speak anything but what we spoke, which was the King's English,
Got
because
it.
they mixed us all up. But yet and still, we are the most inventive. We're the most copied. We're the most revered. We're the most
Right.
cosplayed. And
Well, that shit is
everybody,
real.
including you, sings the Rodney King song. Well, can't we all just get along? Ain't we all Black?
No, real shit.
And so for me to try and make it like we're being divisive by claiming who we are is like making you say, you know what, you ain't Guyanese, you
No,
Brazilian.
no. Well, this is what I don't want. This is what I don't want.
What don't
What
you
I don't want is to say that you're being divisive by understanding your own culture.
Right.
That's trash.
It is. But guess how
Right.
many
But
others
what
say
I'm-
that on a
what I'm
regular
saying-
basis?
and I-
Because it does not
No,
benefit them.
I dig that bullshit.
Okay.
And I'm not with that. All of these people who be on that uppity bullshit, fuck all them too.
Yeah.
Pause.
Absolutely.
We talking about like what, KRS-One?
Yeah, I get it.
We talking about Biggie. We
you
talking
had a
about
Black American
the
cultural
originator,
experience.
the person who got
I get it.
original credit for the birth of hip hop and all that shit.
Okay.
Caribbean, right?
Go watch Microphone Check and get
Right.
back to me.
Oh no. I done dug in. Pause.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is that fuck who gets the credit or whatever. All I'm saying is that we have way more in common than we do have differences. And I think that, so listen, all I'm trying to do, all I'm gonna do
Mhm.
is see Black people win.
Certainly. So
And
do
I feel like,
right.
which most people don't really we on that shit, because I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
And I think that if we had as many Black people as possible
Mhm.
who have experienced similar struggles. I ain't gonna say the same. I said similar
Sure.
struggles, conglomerate, then we could win.
Again,
And we're not trying to say that we are this or we are that, but what I'm saying is that guess what? They don't fuck with y'all. They don't fuck with us. Y'all, you, y'all, we, us, but fuck them. We about to win together. Is
again,
that a thing? Is that a possible thing?
show me
Is that
show me where that's happened. Just
where
give me
what?
an example. Give me an example where that's happened right now. Hell, give me an example where that's happened in your lifetime. Give me one.
The only thing I ever said, which I stand on, is when your homeboy Biden done passed
I
a
didn't
bill
go.
about Asians.
I'm talking about Black people. Tell me
No,
where
no,
that's
no.
happened.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that it wasn't just Chinese. It wasn't just Vietnamese. It wasn't just Philippines. It wasn't just you know what I'm saying Japanese. It was Asians together. You got an Asian hate bill. That's just an example.
Oh,
So what I'm saying is that
here's the thing.
collectively, if we came together for something,
How many Indians
with
did you see?
respecting
How many Indians did you see talking about stop Asian hate?
Indians have separated themselves.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry, what? Say it again. Pick your camera. Say it again.
I said Indians have separated
No, no,
themselves.
no, no, no. But aren't they Asian? Does not
They're
India exist on the continent of Asia?
Yeah,
Are they
absolutely.
not classified as Asians?
Right. So
But
what are
they
we
separated themselves.
right.
So what are you talking about?
Is it to the detriment?
They seem to be thriving just fine.
All right. So let me ask you, what should we do? Should
Who
people
is we?
Black people, should people who are FBA say, listen, y'all listen, I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't messing with us. Y'all ain't on our shit.
It's not about, see, you're trying to move the goalpost.
No, no,
I
no.
want to
I
be
don't want to
clear.
move the goalpost.
It's not about messing with that. It's not about any of that. What it is about is we have particular cultural issues.
Mhm.
We have particular unique issues that
Right.
we need to address in-house.
Absolutely. Okay.
First one, then the other. You ever try to put your pants on at the same time, both legs at the same time?
Yeah.
How's that worked out for you?
It's dangerous
Why?
because you can really hurt yourself.
Yeah, because you don't have a concentrated singular focus.
Yeah.
You're doing too
tough.
much too fast. Let us fix our shit before
Okay.
you come leeching or tethering onto our shit
Yeah.
and then involving yourself into a conversation that you don't have a place
No,
in.
no, no. So here's what happens, right? Me personally, on even platforms that I go on and everything,
Mm-hmm.
when people talk about those specific issues,
Mm-hmm.
I'll fall back. I get quiet because of the respect that I have for it,
Certainly.
right?
I don't feel you're being disrespectful.
But-
However,
But, you know how it goes. I feel like there's strength in numbers, and I feel like
again,
for certain agendas, for the real Black agenda,
certainly.
I feel like we can come together and help to dominate what it is because we have similar interests, similar goals, and I think it will be more powerful.
And you have a benefit from leeching on to foundational Black Americans. Once foundational Black Americans have mastered, even if it's not mine,
Right.
the principles that are in the real Black agenda, then we can switch to the Pan-African diaspora agenda.
Okay. Well, let me ask you
You're
this.
putting the cart before the horse.
Right. Okay. So what? All right. So how about this?
Mhm.
Do you think that you would be more prepared or ill prepared to deal with some of the issues with extra backing?
We would have extra backing if we didn't continue to feed the idea that the government puts on us, which is abortion is healthcare.
Bullshit. Yeah.
The fact that in every single predominantly densely populated Black neighborhood, there's a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A,
The liquor store.
liquor store, a dispensary, everything to
Yeah.
hurt
That was crazy.
foundational Black Americans.
Right.
That you're talking about backup. Backup is cool, but you still back up. You can't speak for me.
Never.
That's the
No, we
problem.
don't.
Because
So-
you guys continue to think, generally speaking, respectfully,
Yeah. No.
you
Go ahead.
continue to think that you have a dog in the fight because you experienced a little racial prejudice because they pulled you over and you got nervous. You think that you have a dog in the fight because most people are ignorant and can't tell the difference because you sound like us, you look like us, you carry like us, you can name off criminal minded. You are still not us. You benefit from what we have done. And the thing of it is, people throughout the diaspora, I have nothing but love for.
Right.
Truly, from the bottom of my heart. But still, you're literally 2.5 steps above the illegals in that you continue to benefit off of rights that we fought for but rarely get to benefit from. The 13th Amendment's a slap in our face. Yeah, we're not slaves, but then the fine print says unless you get convicted of a crime, then you automatically go back into slavery.
Which is crazy. Which is crazy.
But most people don't even
So
read the
I
Constitution.
just
But
want you
that's
to
the thing.
know. I just want you to know where my standpoint is.
No, and I think it's a good one, but I just need y'all to understand that we have to get ourselves together. There's Jesus even said, remove the plank from your eye before you worry about the speck in
Okay.
somebody else's. We
Right.
have a huge plank we need to remove before we start talking about can't we all just get along and don't you want backup? Yes, absolutely. Let us fix our house first. It is like being
Good.
an environmentalist or one of these people that goes out and cleans up hoarders' houses, but your house looks like Fred Sanford's.
Crazy.
That's
That
insane.
don't make sense.
Cart
Because
before the
you know
horse.
what? And I want you to understand my full perspective.
Sure.
My full perspective is for people who are discriminated against, to be liberated. Right. I'm sick of seeing what happens to, and I say us because it does happen to all of us, whether we like it or not. Even though we might be in different realms or different diasporas, whatever. I get it. It happens to all of us. If there's a situation, because this is a touchy subject for me, because in all honesty,
Mhm.
I did not know where I stood.
Mm.
Like, this is something different to me.
Mhm.
For me to, when I really started digging into this and really started to dig into Black issues,
Right.
I started to figure out, like, damn, wait a minute. Oh shit, I thought it was Black my whole life. What we doing? I had no idea that this was a thing. Right. So now my approach is, y'all still my brothers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we still vibe, we still do the do.
Absolutely.
So what's the right way to go about it? How do we get it to where all of us could win at some point? That's my goal.
Cart before the horse. Let
Not
us
against it.
get us together and go from there. I had this conversation with Frank Zanu the other day, right? And the reason I pulled him in was because he told a Haitian American, yet another tether, that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, don't have any culture because we don't have a language or our language was stripped from us. Good job, numbnuts. And Frank's my man, don't get it twisted, but I call balls and strikes.
Got it.
We weren't allowed to speak and develop our own language, but even with that, we did. We created AAVE, or what some people call Ebonics.
Mm-hmm.
We are the most copied, most leveraged, most pilfered collection of Black people on earth.
True. There's no denying that.
There's no denying that. But yet and still you say we have no culture, but rock and roll, gospel music, country music,
Blues,
jazz, blues,
yeah, all
hip
that.
hop, soul food, the cotton gin. See, the problem a lot of times with tethers or people who have strong opinions who are not a part of the foundational Black American lineage tend to have a limited education on what it means to be a foundational Black American. Seneca Village was a settlement. And it was a settlement that was bought and paid for by freed Black men, freed foundational Black Americans like my ancestors. And because we started to circulate amongst ourselves, because we started to thrive, the local government of the city that Seneca Village was in decided to redistrict it, to redline it, and take
Mm.
those people who spent their hard-earned money, sometimes their last,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
took their homes, uprooted them, separated families and friends and communities that were thriving and building businesses and being tax-paying contributing members of society. The reason I say that you've been to Seneca Village and didn't even realize it is because have you been to New York Central Park?
Sure.
That was Seneca Village. The entirety of Central Park was a thriving, independent Black community filled.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
And they built through it,
They,
right?
they demoed it and
Yeah.
picked up.
Yeah. So no, I actually wait. I saw that
I could
story.
do this all day.
I saw
Well,
that story.
yeah.
No, wait. Wait. The name didn't come to me, but I'm familiar with the story and I saw what they did.
Mhm.
Bullshit again,
Yes.
right? I've seen, and that's not the first time that's happened.
No, of course not.
Railroads, highways, it's countless.
Right.
No, 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 no.
But that's the thing.
No, yeah, that's what
Most people
happens.
who are not foundational Black Americans can't name the places.
Right.
You don't know Eatonville from a hole in your ass. You don't understand the importance of what happened in Wilmington, North Carolina. Where did Harriet Tubman settle?
Shit.
I'm sorry? Tether says what?
Whoa, that's not what we
That
do.
was more for the audience than it was
Okay.
for you.
That's what we do.
Philadelphia, birthplace of America. Harriet Tubman settled in Philly. That's why there's a big old statue of Harriet Tubman in Philadelphia.
Right.
It's not your culture. You don't know it.
So
And that's the point. We're not
no, 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 no. I get it.
and
I get
that's
it.
what
I
I'm
get it. I
saying.
get it.
We
But
have
I'll say this.
we
I'll
have
say
a
this.
right
Hold
to
on.
delineate.
By and large, people will not understand it, and I get it. I get it. No, this is not my argument. Not
No,
even one bit.
not at all.
You heard what my argument is.
Absolutely.
Is
And it's
for
a
the
beautiful argument.
for the
You want
collective win.
collective win. But again, show me the collective win in Africa. Hell, show me the collective win in Jamaica.
I get it.
Show me the collective
so
win in Guyana.
well, we could talk about that. That's another band. That's another band. They're getting it right now. I got I got a little something going on in there. Look, they're getting their shit off right now. That's a different ball.
So everybody's on the same page and everybody's unified over there right now. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. It's never where does that
Oh,
exist?
but you want it to exist here. You
No,
do, the
not
Jamaicans do,
everybody unified, but just how we have factions here. You see, we have factions here.
Right.
Certain people are unified. There's certain groups that are unified, certain groups that are strong, certain groups that get bills passed, right?
Uh-huh.
So the only thing that I'm suggesting, which this could be above my pay grade,
A little bit.
right? But all I'm saying is that the bigger picture is I want everybody who has our similar experience, because even though I understand what you're saying, that there are absolute differences, right?
Sure.
Right. But there are, I believe, my humble opinion,
Sure.
that there are more similarities than there are differences. And I understand the culture differences and all of that and all
Because
that.
those
And
are
you know what's weird? You know what's weird?
Sure.
I don't want you to think for a second that I understand what you're talking about when you say the word tether. I get it. And I don't even get mad at it, because there's a bunch of bum ass dudes who sit here and nose up type shit. Fuck them cats.
I get it. However, here's the thing. Those cats are the ones that get elevated. I'll give you an example.
Good.
So there is a guy, I can't even remember his name, but he's an African dude, and he got retweeted by Elon Musk, and he's one of these new ultra conservative Republican darlings. I go to a lot of events. I go into the belly of the beast. I will sit down at a Democratic event. I will sit down at a Republican event. And this guy said, well, I don't think we should talk about color because it's different than that. And, we're bigger than
I ain't
black
saying
and
nothing.
so on and so forth. So I grabbed the microphone, and I'm happy to send your editor the footage in case you want to superimpose it in. And I said something to the effect of, when you come along with this soft ass, I'd like to teach the world to sing. Go ahead, bro. The problem with most black conservatives is they're people whose lunch money I want to take.
Mm.
They're lame. They got no bass in their voice. They're not set up for any type of growth. They try to act like this game is playing fair. Have you ever seen somebody that took boxing lessons but can't understand why the street fight is happening without the referee?
Right.
Tether babble. You're sitting up here,
No,
you're
I
putting
dig
off
it,
a
I
white
dig
people.
it.
Well, because not all white people are racist. No shit, Sherlock. And what is your point, homeboy? But you come and you try to speak for people, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't speak for anybody but my black ass. I wrote that Real Black Agenda so y'all can stop saying there's no solutions. That's
Right.
why I wrote that book. My
Should've
whole
booked
thing
that,
is,
man.
thank you, bro.
Go ahead and buy that book for real.
No, therealblackagenda.com. Go get the book. I'll sign it for you. You'll love it. But what I need people to understand is there's too many of these people who are being backed by people who want to create dissension. That's why, have you ever heard of the show Bob Hart's Abishola?
Go ahead.
That is a show about a big fat white man who gets with a big old African girl with childbearing hips. And the first episode, she's talking about foundational black Americans, how we gangbangers and drug dealers and have baby mamas. This on CBS. written by Chuck Lorre. But when Charlie Sheen told you that Chuck Lorre was on some bullshit, y'all thought he was crazy when he told y'all, fuck y'all, I'm winning. He told you what this dude was doing. Because y'all forget that even though Charlie Sheen is Charlie Sheen and he appears to be a white man, he's still considered otherly. Because just like the Italians,
Right.
just like
Right.
the Jews, just like the Poles, Charlie Sheen is Spanish. And I know you Puerto Ricans, Colombians, and Dominicans think you're Spanish. You're Spanish speaking because you were colonized, Negro. By the way,
Uh-oh.
Charlie Sheen is actual Spanish. He's Spanish from Spain, York. That's where his father, Carlos Estevez Sr. comes from. That's where his brother, Emilio Estevez, comes from.
Uh-oh.
He's an Estevez. He's not a Sheen. Sheen is an anglicized name.
Right.
Because he's white passing. He has what my good buddy, the late great Paul Mooney said, got the complexion for the protection for the collection. Everybody wants to be a nigga. But
Woo! That was that, bro. That was bro.
so my thing is understanding that these folks continue to perpetuate these stereotypes about us, but still want to benefit from being us. Cynthia Erivo walks around here playing black roles. You done played Harriet Tubman, the Wicked Witch, and Jesus Christ. And you still talk about how when you were in elementary school, they called you an African booty scratcher. But you cosplay as us. You didn't even cosplay as Harriet Tubman. You cosplayed as Harriet Tubman, Civil War X-Man. We're going this way. What the hell is this?
Right.
There was a whole slave in that movie that didn't exist. Buck Breaker or whatever the fuck his name was. What the fuck is this shit? And I'm not mad at you trying to have a sexual relationship with Janelle Monáe. Like, I mean, who wouldn't? Hey, dog, she's on the list. But respectfully, respect.
Right. We both married, so we can't even...
respect. But
hey,
you get to play in our face, and you don't find it odd that they continue to have people who are not foundational Black Americans play foundational Black American heroes.
Yeah, that's
you got people playing, and again, I don't take anything away from I could never call his name. David Oyelowo or the dude who was in Black Panther who played Chairman Fred.
Oh. Okay.
I think he's phenomenal. I think Idris Elba is super dope. I think Damson Idris is super dope. But you couldn't find one dude from Compton?
Nah, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Snowfall is beautiful. It's a phenomenal show.
Snowfall is crazy, but
it's insane.
But yeah, when I see these guys come up with British accents and shit like that, I be like, I feel offended with you. So don't even get it twisted. Look, tether or no. I'm like, hey, why the hell you got homeboy playing a Baltimore hoodlum and he got a whole British accent? What we doing?
Right. Yeah.
What we doing?
Yeah. I know Idris Elba from this DJ.
Look, Idris Elba is a phenomenal cat.
Yo,
I think you know what I think
he's
he
my
should have got
DJ
that he was snubbed on?
What?
You know.
Bond?
Yeah.
No. See, white people protect their heroes at all costs.
You know, that's what he was supposed to
get.
White
people protect and gatekeep their culture.
That's what he was supposed to get, and he deserved it. And I would never been mad at
white people.
And it would have been bigger than The Wire. It would have been bigger.
White people.
That's what he was supposed to get.
And gatekeep their culture.
You know what? You know what's dumb? These dumbasses would have made a blockbuster. Because he would have killed it.
At the expense?
He would have killed it.
At the expense of their culture? I mean, but they had a Black 007.
Who?
Oh, what's that girl's name?
Yeah.
From I think it's from Queen of Slim. See, he got the designation.
A real 007?
Yes. Not James Bond, but 007 is a designation.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You did get your Black 007. That's as close as you gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. You need another re-up? I got you.
No, I have to.
Well, you got to drive home. Yeah, we don't want you to die tonight.
He trying to get me drunk.
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Super
boss. Super boss. You need to
listen. I want you. Look, I can put it. Listen, this is going. We don't do these live, so I can kind of do whatever I want.
You can shift it around.
Whatever I want.
Rub it down.
So I did have something else.
Sure.
This is something you mentioned. This is another.
Sure.
A gear shift. Yeah, I'm going
a lot of
from
shit.
second to third. That's what I do.
Take it easy on the clutch.
Hey, look, I got a stage 3 with a light and flywheel. We out here.
Nice.
Right. So this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the school to prison pipeline.
Yeah, still working very well.
Elaborate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so if we know that they're still taking second and third grade test scores of foundational Black Americans and determining how many prisons they're going to build. And the reason that they build those prisons primarily in nice neighborhoods is so that you can still get counted in the census, even though you don't participate in the situation. The Constitution of the United States says
Hmm.
that you're supposed to have taxation with representation, but that is truly the definition of taxation without representation, because the 13th Amendment says that you are not allowed to be a slave in this country unless you commit a crime. So they get to count you in the census, get all the finances and the benefits from counting you as a census while still denying you your rights because you just became a slave.
Hey,
So if I make sure that you're uneducated, if I hop you up on Adderall, if I hop you up on Ritalin for attention deficit disorder, if I classify you as autistic or what they're calling Asperger's now, or any type of ADHD, any type of thing where I can pump you up on drugs because you are just a kid who needs
Shazak. Hey,
if you're just a kid that needs movement breaks,
damn.
then I'm already setting you up, not to mention stand up, sit down, raise your hand, go where I'm going, go where I tell you to go, line up in size order, speak when you're
Oh, this
spoken
is
to,
what's
raise your
happening.
hand if you're sure.
This is what's happening.
School to prison pipeline is working just fine. What else would you like me to elaborate?
We're gonna leave it there. That was
It's in the book. I really
no, yo,
unpack it
it's
in the
really in the
book.
book. Listen,
Really is.
listen. I'm gonna tell you what.
Yes.
I don't even want these cats to know this type shit, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not an avid book reader. I'm not an avid book reader. I'm sorry.
You're too close.
I'm not an avid book reader.
I don't read these books.
Well, what I'm gonna tell you is that for you guys that aren't even avid book readers, go ahead and get that. The real Black Agenda.
Please go and get it.
I'm telling you, it's not boring. The weight broken down masterfully.
Thank you.
Not boring. I can't emphasize enough. Not boring.
Even if you don't like to
From the
read,
rip. Not even like slow start type shit.
no, I get right into it.
Right into it. Good read. Good read. Good read. Good read. Get the book. However it is you read, right?
Mhm.
Some of y'all too slow for the hard copy. I get it. Go ahead and get the audio. The audio got flavor too.
If you go to the
It's
real
in his
Black
voice.
Agenda, if you go to the real, because it's in my voice, it's actually
Right.
my voice. It's actually,
Right, yeah.
I did not AI that
You ain't even
situation.
AI that shit. You read it for real.
No, I read it for real.
Damn, you working way too hard.
No,
Go ahead and get that.
I can't shortchange people, because here's the thing. When I was
I
reading,
ain't mad at you.
Smooth, when I was reading the audiobook, there was like, oh, damn, I didn't, you know what? I'm going to go off script. This is what I wanted to say that I didn't get to put in the book.
Hey.
And if you go to therealblackagenda.com and order the book, I'm going to email you a copy of the audiobook on me.
Uh-oh. Can you?
That's a deal better than what you're going to get on Amazon.
Listen, again, I'm not a plug or pause, but I can't stress enough
This man,
to go ahead and get the book. We're focusing on the wide angle right now. Go ahead and get that book. I can't even play you. Go ahead and get that book.
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
now
Yeah.
listen.
Listen, it's been fact checked. You love it.
This is the craziest topic tonight. I already know this is going to be a rabbit hole.
It's
Y'all know what I'm here for.
Uh-oh.
You know why I'm here. Like Marshawn Lynch.
I'm
You
just
know
here
why.
so I don't get fined.
No, you're not gonna get fined. You're gonna talk your shit, and you still gonna be all right.
Okay.
I don't even care, man. Listen, this YouTube money don't make or break me. I work. Listen.
Oh, you want to demonetize your channel?
I don't want to
Okay.
demonetize, but I know how to ride the line. Like they might slap me on the hand, but they gonna demonetize because I ain't going crazy.
No, what
But
you
what
got?
I do, I don't know if you're ready for this. You might be. This is that one. This is what people come to my channel for, to be honest.
Okay.
This is that relationship talk, man.
Okay.
And I want to know why
Uh-huh.
from you, your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think I know why, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear your version of it. Why in the hell don't Black men and Black women love each other? Why can't we get along? Why can't we live together? Why can't we get married? Why can't we be successful? What are we doing? Please.
Oh, wow. I disagree with the premise.
No.
Black men and women do love each other. Black men and women do get married to each other. Black women and men do get along in droves. Niggas don't.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I delineate from that too. Yeah.
Carry on.
Listen, if you are subjecting yourself to the palm-colored small hat industrial complex, and you understand the palm-colored small hat industrial complex owns the culture, and they're feeding you propaganda. Why do you think you see so many commercials with white men and black women being romantically involved, but rarely a black man and a white woman without some type of pushback or some
Highest
type
rate
of
of
issue?
divorce, by the way, but carry on.
But again, this is about saving numbers. That's why you see a whole bunch of Asian and black. You see a whole bunch of Asian and
Most
white
likely to deviate, but carry on.
to make sure that they survive. It's genetic Darwinism because you're not going to be here much longer. Keep swearing, I'm not gonna be here for long. So this narrative that we don't get along. 85% of all black men who get married marry black women.
Right. No denying.
90% of all black women who get married marry black men. We don't have a marriage problem. We have a perception problem, and we have a problem with taking out our trash and denying certain things. We have a problem with shame. We have a problem with being honest about what's absolutely happening. We have a problem with promiscuity labeled as independence. We have a problem of being codependent on the white person's gaze. We have a problem with understanding that a degree no more makes you educated than a driver's license makes you Mario fucking Andretti.
Oh.
It just says that you're qualified to do the job. It doesn't mean that you're the best at it yet. That takes skill. We also have been Disneyfied like all Americans have.
Added to Disney.
In-
Disney killed us, didn't it?
I
Or
mean,
tried to?
Disney put us on life support, all Americans, because where did they stop it? And they lived happily ever after. They ain't talking about the fact that Prince Charming leaves his pubes in the sink.
Uh-oh.
They don't talk about the fact that, Snow White has them granny bloomers.
Shh.
Like, you only telling the part of the story that sells. You're telling the fairy tales and all that kind of good stuff. You're not telling the
Sugar
fact
and
that,
spice and things that's nice?
yeah, and I mean,
Uh-oh.
the truth of the matter is there's a lot more chemical X in that sugar and spice and everything that's nice than people realize. And if you want to puff yourself up to be a Powerpuff Girl, you gonna find yourself Mojo Jojo'd.
Oh,
Somebody's gonna catch
no.
that
Did you do
later.
that? Did you do that?
I did that.
You just Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mojo Jojo.
Don't do that. Oh, no.
But that's the thing. When you buy into this narrative that black women um ain't no good, can't submit, so on and so forth. They submit all the time. My wife is very submissive, but I keep an environment that's safe for her. And I will tell you the one thing that most black people won't admit. We're supposed to be symbiotic.
Hmm.
If you have a charger, but you don't have an outlet, you know what you have?
No current.
A dead fucking phone. You can't call out. You can't communicate. You can't do anything.
Right.
I didn't make any serious money until after I got married.
Oh.
I deal in fax, not emotion.
FAX.
Last I checked, no printer.
Uh-oh.
So why? If we know that J. Edgar Hoover said the two greatest threats to America is the rise of a black messiah and black unity, why do you think there's so much anti-black family propaganda in everything? Why did Tyler Perry get greenlit for a show called Divorce Sisters? And it's not about sisters encouraging each other through their divorce. It's about all the drama that comes with it.
Damn.
Because again, you can look at the black face in the high space that's in the white place and think that that's success, that that's excellence. I call it control, controlled opposition, disguised as entertainment. So if this game is played on so many levels where they're telling you that you bitches and hoes, that they're telling you that being divorced, that divorce parties are up
Crazy. Why the hell are we
150%
celebrating
in the
divorce?
past 10
Are we
years.
stupid?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to 2002. 2002, 2003, I could be off by the year, but not by much. There was a movie with Queen Latifah, Nicole Ari Parker, Mos Def, and Taye Diggs called Brown Sugar.
I remember
And
that.
when Taye Diggs' character sees that his wife is out with a guy named Richard Lawson, he said, you know what we're celebrating? My divorce. And then the divorce party was born.
Wait.
5 Find a divorce party you can
are
back.
you going wait. Are you gonna put that on them? You gonna put that on them? That's what you're doing?
Putting who on what?
You putting that
Name a
divorce
divorce.
party on them?
Let's take
That
divorce
what we doing?
parties off the table for a minute.
Go ahead.
Before the movie starring Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman came out called The Bucket List,
Remember that?
you never heard the term.
Right.
You know what we're here celebrating? My divorce.
Oh no.
Before 2003, you ain't hear nobody talking about a
So
divorce party.
this is so
You have been psyoped through your entertainment and you're too stupid to realize it.
I'm sorry. So wait a minute. This is all by design? That's what you're saying?
It's in the book, but yes, it's all by design. If wise man once said, if I know how a man thinks, I don't have to worry about what he'll do. If I condition that man to only go through the back door, he will go there happily. And if
Right.
there is no back door, his very nature will create one. So if someone's very nature will create the back door, why wouldn't I encourage everything that they see, smell, taste, and touch to condition them to break down if there's no back door so that their very nature would create one? Hell, take blackness off the table for a minute.
Mm.
Go watch a movie by Roddy Piper called They Live.
So I was a Roddy Piper fan back in the day. He had a crazy I don't know what was up with him. He died
Yes, he
early.
did. Of course he did.
He had some movies
Mm-hmm.
that had some foresight,
Of course. That one being at the top of the list.
and then he died.
I'm just here
He had
to
ones with
kick
I
ass
remember
and
the
chew
one,
bubble gum.
and I'm
and
all
I'm
out
all
of bubble gum.
There's a reason that Roddy Piper goes down in history as not only one of the greatest heels in professional wrestling history, but arguably the first person to really cross over in movies. I know people want to give it to Mr. T in Rocky 3, but a Thunderlips cameo does not carry an entire movie. Roddy Piper carried They Live. And that movie just had a 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, aka Hollywood Walk of Fame inductee by the name of Keith David.
You know what? I don't know if this is good or bad, but you're kind of reinforcing my conspiracy theories.
It's conspiracy theory is not a thing. There's a conspiracy. That's it. The term conspiracy theory can be traced directly to the Kennedy assassination. Google it and hey, somebody, look.
And I know what that was designed for.
It's to keep people who are trying to wake people up from pulling people out of the matrix. If you have a term to discredit somebody before they
Right,
speak,
you can make
then
them look crazy and just discredit everything that they say.
Mhm.
All right, this is crazy. All right,
You
know
asked
what?
for this. You invited me here.
I did ask for this
It's
nonsense.
pizza night.
So
I
let-
came here for you.
Let me ask you this,
Sure.
right?
Mhm.
So black men and black women can't get along.
Yes,
I
we
want to
can.
dive deep into this. Whoa, wait. All right. Well, let me rephrase it then.
Sure.
Black men and black women aren't getting along in general.
Okay.
What do you, if you had to name 3 things that black women had to do, 3 things that black men had to do to alleviate this issue, what would you say we should do?
For black women, stop riding so hard on your
Rapid
job.
fire. Go ahead, though.
For black women, stop riding so hard on your degrees. And for black women, stop riding so hard on being strong and independent. Those things are there designed purposely to separate you from your kinks.
Okay.
Black men, stop believing that all black women hate you and because they have a degree, you ain't worthy, because a degree is a piece of paper you can get from FedEx. It's not that hard.
Uh-oh.
The second thing is you need to,
That was one.
that was one. The second thing is you need to take an accounting and accountability. No, you did not create the problem, but it's still your problem. Still your issue. As the black man goes, so goes the black family. Reclaim your family, and if you don't want to create your reclaim your family, don't go nutting up in women raw dog.
Ooh. Ugh.
Number 3,
That's that shit right there.
stop focusing on minimum wage, Jordans, and dumb shit, and start focusing on maximum skills and legacy.
You're still for a woman?
No, I'm on the men now.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. That's my 3.
No, you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Yeah, I said 3 and 3.
I gave you 3 and 3. Run the tape back. Trust me,
All
they're
right,
there.
yeah, okay, I'll take your word for it.
But I'll give you a bonus one.
Please, I need one more.
Black women, go watch As Good as It Gets. There's a scene because Jack Nicholson in this movie plays a romance novelist. And this woman at his publishing company catches him at an elevator. He's a germaphobe. He does not like to be touched. He's a bit of a
Right.
recluse. And she comes up to him and says, "Sir, I just love your work. Can you please explain to me how you write women so well?" And he says, "I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability." Put reason and accountability into everything you do before you start reacting so quickly.
Mm.
Have the grace and patience for Black men that you tend to have for your boss, that you tend to have for everybody else in the world. And before either of you, whether you are male or female, think that white or other is exotic and better, it's not. They just have better PR than we do. Because the quickest way to wipe out a race is to convince the race that the other gender in the race does not want, need, desire, or respect them.
Damn. There
And
you
it's a
go.
very loud minority, and I believe in Black people wanting
Oh,
anything
he
else.
mentioned one of my damn favorite fish. That loud minority. He's
It
crazy.
is. It's real
And
loud.
it's just super misleading. It's
Mhm.
so intentional, so
Yeah.
calculated, and just so evil.
Mhm.
Understood.
Yeah.
So listen, we covered a multitude of things.
We did.
I did not believe that it was going to go this way. I would imagine that you talked at least about 3 different things that you probably have not explored ever.
Like what?
You talked about space on other podcasts?
No.
Bang!
No.
There's more. But that, I'm just letting you know right now how my shit go versus other people's go.
No.
Oh, I'll be on some other shit, right? You gotta understand. I'll be on
Next
some
time
other-
we'll get into time travel.
right. Oh
Oh, I'm sorry, did I?
no,
Okay.
you have no idea. Again,
This your shit.
yeah, I'm on some other shit.
You like the
But
pool scene in Boomerang when Martin is explaining how the game's not over till the white ball knocks the black ball completely off the tee.
I'm on some other shit,
I
but
love it.
I
I love it.
appreciate it when people like. I'm a nerd in real life, real talk. I think he's a nerd too.
Super nerd.
Nerds. Remember that? I don't know if you. That might be. I might have dated myself.
No, Revenge
Maybe
of
I
the Nerds.
qualified myself.
Revenge
as
of the
Gen X.
Nerds gave me hope as a child.
Right. Everything. Everybody else.
Go listen to that theme
outside
song.
of Lamar. The hell with Lamar. Everybody else I was legit with. Yeah.
We're
Right. We're not gonna talk about.
lambda, and
Don't do it.
oh man,
No, you can't do that. Stop.
Ah. You don't think that's by design either?
No, stop. Don't do that shit. But no, real talk. This episode was different.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I've watched a lot of joints that Homeboy was on. Listen, Dave Anderson has been on a lot of podcasts. I think he was unhinged, extra comfortable in the building, and maybe I haven't watched enough, but I feel like he felt like he was at home today. You got 100% raw pause.
Oh yeah.
Dave Anderson today. They were
Oh my God.
unleashed. No, well, we're not gonna say talent, but nothing. There was nothing to stop him from whatever he wanted to do today.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we try to do it on the True to
Yes, sir.
Fabric Smooth podcast over here.
Yes, sir.
So, listen,
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to go ahead and advertise as much as you like. Anything that you feel like is necessary.
Mhm.
Let people know where they can find you. Let people know what you got going on,
Absolutely.
and do what it do.
So I'm on tour right now. Man, I'm so all over the place. I have been touring, promoting the Real Black Agenda. You can go to realblackagenda.com to get the book. If you are a Black-owned bookstore and you want to host a signing, please reach out to me. Everything's linked in my Instagram bio. It's not that hard to find me. Very simple. All social media platforms at The Business Bully, except for Twitter, X.
Yeah.
It's DA Business Bully, as in Dave Anderson Business Bully. I wasn't trying to be Business Bully, but they don't have THE Business Bully because it's too many. It's one character too many. I got one character more than most. That's all. But yeah, please go to realblackagenda.com, get the book. Please let me know what you think. Please buy it directly from me and then go on Amazon and review it because those always help. But again, we're still crushing bestsellers list. I wrote that book in March, released it in April, and it is still on the bestsellers list. So I'm grateful. I'm honored. I'm glad people are getting out of it. People are stopping me in the street who I've never met in my life saying, "Man, you changed my life. I love this book, man. It's phenomenal." So I'm grateful for
Yeah,
that.
do them like that.
Huh?
Keep going.
You're horrible. But no, I'm grateful for the time. I thank you for having me and reaching out to me. I love it when people, react to my videos and, you know, say things I never said.
You not gonna copyright him?
For what? I said it.
Reacting. People be
No,
hating.
I don't need to
I ain't
be.
gonna name names, but y'all know who y'all are, y'all punks.
You know how many
Who
people are
who
copyright striking videos of mine because they don't want anybody else to like, no, let it go.
go ahead and eat.
Go ahead and eat, man.
I'm
That's
off
what I'm
it
here
too. Go
for.
ahead and do what you do.
I'm here for it. And my main thing is if you want to have a conversation, you want to bring me on, feel free to reach out to me. I'm not that hard at the business bully on Instagram. I actually run my Instagram. And again, please go to therealblackagenda.com, get the book, man. Smooth, thank you so much for having me, man. It's been
No,
amazing.
for real. Listen, I appreciate the homeboy Dave Anderson for coming through. Listen,
Sir.
we had a lot of fun right here.
Yeah.
I understand that y'all are used to seeing people a certain way, but when it comes to the True the Fact with Smooth show, it's a different vibe out here.
Mhm.
You still gonna get that great information. Like homeboy was on point tonight. Man, you could learn a lot. And I'm telling you right now, go ahead and get the book. I can't stress enough. I'm not an avid reader. I can't even like as far as books are concerned,
Mhm.
I'm an article reader. I'm an information whore, but books, I don't even touch them. Listen, this is one of the few I've read. Listen, if you see me put that joint on my coffee table, go ahead and cop that.
Cop
You're
that.
going to get some valuable information. Go ahead and read that book. It's official
Mhm.
tissue. He knows what he's talking about. He's done the research. He is so versed. He's done media, activist. This dude has done a million things. Like when I listen, this is the tip of the iceberg. I can't even like as far as knowledgeable he is everything. And there is a comprehensive plan on how we can take over.
That's it. And that's
Straight
all I
up.
want us to do.
Straight up. Go in there and go ahead and do that. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. If you have made it to this part of the video and you ain't subscribed yet, and you ain't shared this with somebody, man, shame on you. Go
Shame.
ahead and share this video. I promise you there's other people who are going to like it. Anybody who you know, go ahead. Everything short of spamming this joint, go ahead and do it. Share it to multiple people because there are certain things that were said that
Mhm.
probably will be suppressed.
Mhm.
So what we need to do is let the algorithm know that, no, this is legit, this is valid. We know we wrote the line tight, but we stayed within the guidelines.
Yep.
We are in the green, at least the yellow,
Yes.
not bannable. So go ahead and do it. I promise you, we're going to continue to get better, and we're going to have more awesome guests like this who are also on the same agenda. I like that wordplay.
That was good.
But and you had an opportunity to stay anywhere you wanted, spend time with whoever you wanted, but you chose to spend it here with us. We
Yes.
appreciate and love you for it.
Yes.
So, as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.